You need me to say something? Like right now? Oh, we're starting?
We're starting right now.
Right now?
We're live 8 seconds into it.
I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Hello, guys. Welcome to another Off the Rails podcast. I'm your host, Kenny, and I'm joined today by my friend and chairman.
Tony, I will be taking a somewhat of a vocal break today because I are dying.
Because he's
Are
a
you sure
pack-a-day
leaving me
smoker.
and Kenny by ourselves is a great idea?
Pack-a-day smoker
No.
that Tony has turned into. He puts his wife to shame with how much he smokes. Hey, can you not die on the podcast?
Can I what?
That would really sour the mood.
What was that?
I said, could you not die on the podcast?
I make no promises.
I'm here. Bring it here.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and do a sound check with my voice to
Sound
see
check.
what this sounds like.
A check. Check it. I think we're slightly picking you up.
No, you're the one that sounds quiet, not me.
No, I'm okay. So you were putting your mic near your speaker on your cell phone,
Oh.
and it was picking you up.
Oh. I can hear your breaths into the mic as you talk. I can hear the breeze of your breath flying over
Are
the
you
mic.
sure that's mine and not yours?
Yeah, when you were going chuck 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 chuck.
Oh,
chuck.
that's because I was like really I was basically on top of the mic at that point. I'm trying to take a little step back because of me being sick and all.
Because the COVID.
I don't have COVID. Don't say that.
All right.
Don't put that on the podcast, man.
Got the Rona.
Tony
got
totally
it.
doesn't have COVID.
I totally don't have.
He's just got the flu.
Tony
There's no.
totally doesn't have
He
COVID.
just has the flu.
Is this your card?
I don't know. You haven't asked me for
They're-
cards.
First
This
off,
is
So-
clearly your card.
First off, they're all her cards. You got them from
I
her
have a-
table.
See, this is
I
your
have
card.
a box. Literally a
It can't be her card. It's not green.
Why does it have to be green? Oh.
There you go.
Wow, that was slow burn on my part. You know, I don't make those kind of jokes that, like, not readily. So like,
Hermiston's really wearing off on you, isn't it?
I just don't see race right now, man. I just don't see race.
No, I literally have a case of cards from Wild Horse that they no longer use. So I just have a bunch
Man.
of playing cards all over the place.
When are you gonna get new videos to put up, dude?
Hopefully this weekend, actually. When I'm not working a Saturday,
Daggum.
which actually I am working tomorrow. now that
I'm
I
gonna
think
go to a
about it.
friend's house and watch a movie tomorrow.
I'm going to the dump.
I'm probably gonna take a dump. So
Yeah, Kenny's filter is definitely broken.
still the cleanest jokes this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah, no, he's words.
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 Phrases, and expressions.
Yes, that right there. Words, phrases, expressions,
Egg salad.
things like that. Anyways, you were telling us a story.
Yes,
I
you
was
were.
telling us-
So you need
What
to
was the
start.
story?
You need to start
Oh,
that
yeah,
story
okay, so-
over.
Yeah,
I'm
start.
gonna start from the first story, though.
Yeah, do the first story.
Sorry. I got something in the back of my throat that's tickling me.
All right. Well, since you took my deck,
You
of
got the
playing cards,
Rona?
I'm gonna go grab another set to play with. You can play with those.
No,
You got
I
the
have,
Nonsense.
I have more
Nonsense.
cards.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
and
gonna
they're-
keep spilling these out over here.
and they're all green.
Then you keep doing that then.
I don't know. You're probably colorblind if these are all green.
I'm not colorblind.
Excellent.
I got
All right.
I
so
got checked from.
I was asking my mom one time. Here's the story that you guys already know because I
yes.
accidentally exposed it before the podcast started. I was asking my mom, "Hey, can I have some lemonade?" And my mom, who was in the shower, thoroughly distracted at the moment, she was like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead. Get some lemonade." So I went into the refrigerator, grabbed a bottle, or whatever those things are called, glass bottle,
It's a bottle.
and popped that thing open and downed it, and then told my mom, "Mom, I don't feel so good right now." And she was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, I don't feel good at all. Like, my tummy hurts." And she's like, what did you have? And I was like, "I just had the lemonade." And she's like, "Okay, what lemonade was it?" And I was like, "I don't know, the the mics in the fridge, and she's like, what? And I was like, yeah. I thought you were getting the stuff out of the cupboard, the powder.
That was not how you explained this story earlier.
I'm giving more details. And yeah, so I ended up downing a whole bottle of Mike's Hard Lemonade when I was not supposed to be. And I did not feel too good. Now, we were at a restaurant, and it was like a restaurant lounge with a bar in it.
Yeah.
And I was actually much younger at this time than I was in the Mike story. And my mom was sitting there with all her friends, and I was in the booth with her, and there was this drink in front of me. I don't know who it belonged to. It's probably my mom. But I was thirsty, and it was clear. So I was like, this is mine now.
Water.
So I grabbed it, and I drank it, and I was like, wow, that's weird tasting water. And then I looked at my mom and said, Mom, your water tastes funny. And she's like, that's not water, and then took that away from me. And made sure I got some water.
So what was it?
I have no idea.
You still, to this day, you have no idea.
I have no idea. I was very young.
And
at
that's
that
how
time.
Kenny got exposed to the super soldier serum.
The super soldier serum.
Yeah.
It still hasn't kicked in yet, but I mean, one of these days.
No, you diluted it with water like immediately after.
I guess so. So, like, I'm diluted super soldier?
You are.
Diluted super soldier. Is
You're
this
like-
your card?
You're like Specialist America.
Specialist America? I'm not even an officer. I'm an under-enlisted. I'm Specialist America.
I'm so glad that I got that joke right. As someone who has never been in the military. I took a stab in the dark at that. I'm not going to lie.
I had a friend. He was the only guy that could beat me in the 2 mile at basic training. And he was from the Dominican Republic. And he would call himself Captain Dominican Republic.
Captain Dominican.
I loved it so much.
That's so great.
I'm a Captain Dominican Republic. Represent. And I couldn't chase him down in that 2 mile. Oh, my Lord. I don't even remember his name.
You just know.
No, it's Captain Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Besides his alias.
His name was
I wonder if he's an
Stefan
officer
Lahares.
right now.
He's gonna hunt you down later for this.
I mean, it's come January. I've been doing similar things since for about 10 years. Yeah, come January, 10 years. I get to celebrate 10 years, and I can imagine him becoming a captain by then. That seems reasonable. So, wherever you are, Captain Dominican Republic,
Find me.
I remember you and your crazy fast 2 mile.
Yeah, I'd take like 10 minutes to do that.
You take 10 minutes to do what?
A mile.
10 minutes a mile?
Yeah, I can't run worth crap.
So it'd take you an hour to go 10 miles?
Probably.
So,
No.
Or no, excuse me, 6 miles. It'd take you an hour to go 6 miles.
Yes.
Let me math right.
am I allowed to have a scooter?
You can walk.
All right, so that might take an hour.
Just the mile? Are you kidding me? You can't wobble around that track in like 20 minutes?
The fact that he emphasizes you have to wobble around the track.
Come on, we all know who
The reason
am.
I say that is because they would make fun of us in middle school. They would say, Mrs. Betnetsky, when she was pregnant, was able to hobble around this track in 15 minutes. You can do that. And I was like, I'm not like an athletic juggernaut like Mrs. Betnetsky. So this doesn't seem appropriate.
Oh, did you see that you had CAD with Dusty? Did you see that comment?
I had CAD with Dusty.
Yeah.
What's CAD with Dusty?
I don't know. He said CAD. That's all he said was CAD with can't remember the teacher's name now.
I had CAD.
Apparently.
I had no teacher named CAD.
No, CAD was the class.
What's CAD?
I don't know.
I had CAD with Dusty. What's
Apparently,
It's a.
I don't know.
CAD? Is it, I'm assuming that's what he said, CAD. I had CAD with Dusty.
No, he just said CAD. He said the word CAD.
Metal
I have-
pad?
No, I have no idea.
I don't know, but you had a class with Dusty.
I had a class. He's going to have to specify what CAD
well, you can ask
is.
him. He's supposed to be home tonight. So.
Hey, Dusty, what is CAD? And what class is that?
I don't know. He said the teacher's name. I bet I can look it up
What's
because I
the
know I
teacher-
put
what
it in the.
teacher's name?
Let me hold on. I gotta look.
CAD.
I
We
gotta
had
look.
CAD together?
Yeah.
But he's also younger than me. What class was I
How
in?
old are you?
I'm 27. I don't know why that took me so long to figure
Yeah,
out.
Dusty's 25.
So, what
Where's
class was I in that
29?
he was being 2 years younger than me was in the same class?
Hold on. Let me see if I can find the previous podcast.
Daggum.
And I'll
Are
look
you
at the
40 yet?
comments.
Not yet. The live comments erase after the podcast is over.
Oh,
That's dumb because I do want to come back and like answer those sometimes.
that's.
So, I have no idea
retarded.
what CAD is. What is that?
I don't know. He said the teacher's
There's
name.
gotta
I
be
put
a
it in
way
the.
that,
I put it in the
I'll have
podcast.
I'll have to go in the creator studio. There's got to be a way that I can save all those.
Podcast. Well, now I'm really curious what class he thinks we had together.
Yeah, he said
So-
for surely because you guys went to school together. He saw you all the time, and that you guys had at least had that class together.
What is CAD though?
I don't
don't know.
know.
Like the one class I could think we had together would be like
But I can. I
Theater.
mean, I could call him right now and ask him.
acting 1 or 2 we had together. What?
Dusty's never done acting ever.
Okay, well that's the only class where a lot of under people were with me.
Let me
Otherwise,
ask
I
him.
was usually in advanced placement.
That's why I was
And I'm not
thinking.
going to see someone 2 years younger than me in the same advanced placement.
Well, that's why I was thinking maybe it was when you were like in the metal shop.
That's probably what it is.
Oh, I did have welding. Was he in welding with me?
Probably.
CAD. What does CAD have to do with?
Unless Dusty was in an advanced
Did he say CAD or did he
placement.
say fab?
It probably said fab.
Because fabrications. If he was in welding with me, then yeah. Actually, you know what? That makes sense. He was probably in welding with me.
Pretty sure he
Because
was
welding
fab,
was
but
all around the board. It didn't matter what grade you were in. I burnt the heck out of my fingers one time because I had gloves on and there was a piece missing out of this finger. And I was like, I did a good job. I no longer did a good job. Ow! And then I went to the teacher and I said, I cannot explain to you the amount of pain I'm in right now. And he's like, I got some cream for that. And I was like, CAD with Fisher. I don't know who Fisher is. Was he the welding coach? Or teacher? Whatever. What is CAD?
I don't know.
But explain yourself. I don't know what CAD is. I think I had one computer class my freshman year, and he wouldn't have been there my freshman year.
I was gonna say you had a computer class.
I know a couple of tricks on computers, and that's it.
I've seen you try to set up an email.
I don't know what Fisher taught. I remember there being a teacher. But I
Who's
don't
Fisher?
He's a teacher apparently.
I guess. I don't recall him, Mr. Fisher. Also, my computer's teacher was a woman.
Maybe it was Mrs. Fisher.
Is he thinking about like middle school?
Mike
Was that the name of the?
Mike Fisher?
Maybe.
No, was that the name of the computers teacher at the middle school? Because he was a dude. I don't know.
No,
probably thinking of
no, it wasn't.
Mr. Fisher? No, that was Mr. Humphreys.
Yeah, that was Mr.
That was Mr.
Humphrey's
Humphreys.
class.
Okay.
Because I had Humphrey.
Yeah. Who's Mr. Fisher?
I knew this guy named Mr. Fisher.
Is this your card?
He taught English, actually.
Is he explaining what?
I use typing, so I don't know what he's saying, but
I
I'm
don't
going to.
recall
I'm going to hide
being
this
in
over
any
here because
computer
sometimes he
class.
doesn't always.
Say appropriate things.
Yes, that we'll go with that.
Okay. I don't know what CAD is. I don't know who Mr. Fisher
He's
is.
typing, so I guess we're gonna find out here in
And
a second.
I don't know. I must have been a junior or senior while he was a freshman or sophomore
Yeah.
in correlation. Whatever CAD is, and we had Mr. Fisher for
Oh,
it.
so my mom got fingerprinted the other day. Right?
mean, as
so
we
my
all
mom
do.
lives over in Idaho, right?
Okay.
So,
As we all do, he says.
I mean, have you not been fingerprinted?
He said you might have had a class.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Okay, so I was going to say, like,
That
this-
was his comment back.
I never had Mr. Campbell as a teacher. I was
And-
never in class with Mr. Campbell.
And Campbell's a welding teacher.
Yes, he is.
Is he now?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't back then when I was there.
Campbell's been a welding teacher for a while.
Campbell's a welding teacher. That's who.
We're talking about the one with like the limp arm.
I don't know. I never met the guy, but I know that my son's welding teacher is Mr. Campbell.
Because I was in a welding class back then, and if he was in it, then yeah, so be it. That makes sense because they didn't care what grade you were in. Because I was in a welding class, but I was never in any like computer digital class, and that's what who I know as Mr. Campbell did. He did meteorology and robotics,
Yeah, that's probably what it
and
was.
I did neither of those things.
I don't know.
And
He
their
was-
classrooms
I
were
don't know.
right next to each other.
He did some sort of class with you. Anyway, so my mom got fingerprinted, right?
Yes.
So she got hired on it at a youth camp apparently.
She got hired on at a youth camp apparently.
Those poor youths.
Those poor youths.
So she had to go get.
Why are they poor?
She had to go get.
Do they have to be poor in order for
No,
her to come
you
down?
don't know my mother. That's why you don't get it. But hopefully she doesn't ever watch this
Why are they-
episode.
Because they made bad financial decisions.
So she had to go
They
get
invested in
fingerprinted.
Enron.
She called me after she got
I
done.
invested in Dogecoin. That didn't turn out so hot.
Apparently
No, that
my,
didn't.
my story is over.
Nope.
Apparently.
I was
Oh,
no,
sorry.
I'm sorry. It's just that like Gabe convinced me. Is like, dude, this is gonna get huge. You should do this. And I was
It
like,
did
all right.
get huge. It
And
did.
I invested $90 into it, and it just tanked.
Yeah,
It, never got bigger like he said it
It
would.
got huge and then dropped off. You want to hear some disappointment? I got convinced
Your
to
life?
invest into. Ow!
Ow. Hey.
I got convinced to invest into SHIB.
Like I domed you before
Yeah, my,
you get
my
the
story
next
is
word
completely
out.
over. We just completely bypassed my thing. Okay.
All right, go on with your story. All right, so your mother.
She got fingerprinted.
Okay.
So she called me when she got done fingerprinting. She's like, the guy who fingerprinted me, you went to school with. He said he used to hang out all the time. It's like, well, what was his name? Dakota Hernandez. I don't know anybody by that name. I don't remember ever going to school with anybody by that name. And then not even 10 minutes later, I got a. He said, "Yeah, that would make sense." By the way, Kenny. Anyway, a guy I used to hang out named Patrick. He graduated a year below me. Sent me a friend request to my new Facebook because I didn't add everybody back from the old one. And
What did he say?
He said that it was probably Fab.
Okay, yeah, Metal Fab.
But he sent me a friend request and was like, "Oh, I know who it is." 'Cause I used to hang out with him like all the time, and so I took his picture from Facebook and I was like, "Are you talking about this man?" And she's like, "Yeah." Okay, that's Patrick.
Uh-oh.
That nowhere in there
Oh,
does
no.
does his name anywhere sound like Dakota, or look like Dakota at all.
Oh, I missed the
And
spike. I was wrong. It did go up. I missed the spike. I could have sold good.
so I sent him a message like, "So
I
you
totally missed that.
you fingerprinted my mom today?" And he's like, "Yeah,
Dude.
yeah, I did. I didn't know who she
Dude.
was, but apparently she started talking about you while I was doing her
Holy
fingerprints."
crap.
I was like, "Oh," because the way she explained it was like, "Yeah, he said he hung out with you all the time."
It was,
So I sent him a message like, "So you fingerprinted my mom today?" And he's like, "Yeah,
11,
I didn't know who she
it's
was."
between 11:30 and 11:50 a.m.
I sold all of my Doge like a month ago.
I was wrong. This isn't Doge. This is Shiba Inu coin.
SHIB?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Did I miss the spike on SHIB? That's what I got. I still have SHIB. I actually didn't get rid of any of it. Here we are. We just all decided to start checking our stocks in the middle of our podcast. Oh man.
It's part of the
It's
hard
still
To
going
be
up.
fair, Shiba Inu has just been going down, like year to date. It's been nothing but going down and 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 down.
Yeah, I'm still down $73.
Yeah, it's at February 2nd, it was at its highest at almost 300, and right now it's currently sitting at like 214. So
I mean, it's climbing at 53%.
I'm
so-
out a lot. It's currently on a downward trend.
What? That's
Yeah.
not what I'm seeing on Coinbase.
Go to your year to date. Go to your scales year to date. Because if you go The only way.
Yeah.
The only way it looks positive is if you do the daily analysis. But if you go anything from week all the way down to year to date, it's all negative.
Oh no, I knew that.
So it's only spiked in today. So it was at a low at one point of 213, and it spiked to 219. So it spiked $6, which quite honestly, I need to get rid of this because that was a trap. Gabe convinced me to get it because he said it was going to bubble, and I was like, no, and then I did it anyways because it was cheap. It was only $90.
Shib was my. I got.
Get rich quick scheme.
Yeah, that's,
Well,
the one, that's the one I got.
We banked
but
on the wrong thing because it trashed itself.
Well, when I got into
So
it,
much
it was
for being
actually-
backed up by Elon Musk.
Shib isn't backed. Doge's. Doge
No,
is backed by Elon.
Well, at least Gabe said that it was also backed by Elon Musk.
No.
Shib is.
Not as much as Doge. I mean, he talks about Shib every once in a while, but he actually backs Doge.
I really want to get out of this because I don't want to be a part of this anymore. The market sucks. I don't want to be a part of it. Every once in a while I come back, but
I literally just.
you know
leave
what's
it there.
sucking right now? Although I might sell it.
Podcast.
No, not my podcast. How dare you talk about my podcast like that?
Current moment, yeah.
Uh,
Because you guys are talking about something that nobody can see and you're not explaining.
Actually, we are explaining it.
dang, I
You're-
should have sold back then. When was that? 2021?
That's what.
Disney apparently peaked in 2021,
Yeah.
and now it's trash.
I told you it was gonna tank. I told you that.
Yeah, but you said it was going to tank before 2021.
Yeah, I said it was gonna tank back in 2020. I told you that they're going downhill.
Look at that. 2020, it tanked, and then 2021, it spiked immediately afterwards.
With the.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I do too.
It
Look
went
at
from
now.
$93
Look at it now.
all the way to
Look at it now. It didn't spike. up.
190.
you.
97
It
is
did
what the
spike
high-
up.
When?
So
In
this is
2021.
2020.
Yes.
You said it was tanking, and then it immediately spiked after you said it tanked.
Right. So the spike.
And that's a whole
the spike.
$100 it
the s-
spiked.
The spike was actually a fake inflation of it.
You're a fake inflation.
It really was. They convinced a bunch of people to the stakeholders and whatnot to get
Yeah, it's
in
trash.
on it, right? And then
I should have
immediately
sold when it was
dropped down.
180.
So I started Dirt League yesterday.
What's Dart League?
It's a league of darts.
I also have Bank of
She
America.
started it. She gathered extraordinary darts together and
Ford,
said,
for whatever
"The
reason.
world needs us."
And GoPro.
I won 4 out of my 6 games yesterday. I was really impressed with myself. I hit more bullseyes yesterday than I ever have in my entire
Hold
life.
on. Ian's in the comments,
What a nerd. Can't even show up to work.
and he
I'm
said,
sure he's happy
"You
about
took
that.
financial advice from Gabe."
Well done, Kenny.
Well, when I'm,
Disney
absolutely...
tanked the day they hired Kathleen Kennedy. And
As fate would have it, I'm so flush with cash that I can take a $90 hit.
bottom comment.
Rude!
Wow, I
White.
didn't even get to say it.
White!
Don't compliment him.
Pale white.
Don't compliment
It's
him.
exactly what he is. Well, I guess he's more reddish than
Also, where's your money, Ian? if you're going to send,
He-
critiques down my way,
He invests in lead and brass.
and then he doesn't actually keep it and multiply it, he spends it.
Can we stop investing
In thrills.
that and start investing in our company?
Hey, I told you what the business plan was
I've
going to
had
look
the
like.
same gold coins since the year I was born.
I have silver.
Oh my god. We cleaned out a house a while back. I think we cleaned it. I think it was last summer that we did it. And this is the reason why we now check everything. So my mom, they'd left some filing cabinets in the house. And my mom
Ian,
took
go
them
get
to
us
sell them,
food.
right? So she resells them. She made it all the way back to Idaho. And then called me at 10:30 at night. Telling me that I now have to check every drawer that we go through. And I was like, well, why? She found 16 silver bars. There were 16 silver bars left in a filing cabinet that went through an entire estate sale, which lasted 3 days.
Like how big? And
Were
now
they,
it's-
were they actually bullions? Okay, they were bullions. That was cartoonish levels of bar.
Yeah.
That was a straight up bullion. That was a silver
Yeah,
bullion.
she found 16 of them in a filing cabinet.
Let's see what that would translate into today. Let me, excuse me while I go math this out.
Like, seriously, this filing cabinet made it all the way through the entire estate sale for the 3 days and was left over for the stuff that we go through and, you know, haul out of there before they take the rest of it to the dump. Made it all the way back to Idaho. We now check everything. Even if it's, like, taped off and says trash, we now go through doors that say trash. And we found some pretty cool stuff in the trash. That's actually where I supply your alcoholism from, is the trash of my estate.
What is that? No, get out of here. Okay, so 21.79. Time to do some math. Do-da, do-da. 21.79.
What are you looking for?
My medicine.
I have not seen any
And you
medication.
said how many bars?
16? That didn't include, I don't know how many coins she found in there as well. I don't know. But it was all in the very, like, bottom. Did you bring it in?
Yeah, I put it in my pocket. It's not in my pocket. I must have taken it out.
Did you put it in your backpack?
It's Excedrin.
I don't see any of your drugs.
I've got Advil with Tylenol if you need it. I might have some extra.
So your mom found $34,000 worth of silver.
Yeah.
Almost 35.
That was before you moved up here. That was before you guys were talking again.
You could buy a Tesla with that these days. What a
We can't even buy a house with that.
No, you can't buy anything. You can put a nice down payment on a car.
No, you could buy a Tesla with that. $30,000. Teslas are that cheap now.
They weren't a year ago.
Elon Musk has been dropping the price of Teslas and
I
whatnot.
would like to believe that
a lot
there's
lately.
more to silver than that, but it's not as.
Fluctuation period.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's more volatile than gold, but it's not as heavy as gold in terms of price. So
Yeah,
you're more
it's-
likely to spike silver than you are gold, but gold is
My
way more
sister made
expensive.
a really stupid move.
Oh yeah,
so
what's that?
when she, I think it was the first time she moved out of her dad's house, she went to my grandparents and, so my grandpa, every grandchild that was born, he bought a gold coin for each of us. The year we were born. The year when we were born, he each bought us a gold coin. I still have him hold on to mine, and my daughter has one as well. And she demanded that coin from him. She demanded her coin. So glad that he didn't give her Eberle's coin, because he still has that. And she sold it. You know how much that one gold coin was worth at the time?
Well, I can tell you right now
dollar?
that. Oh shoot, where is it?
Ow, rude. It was, what was it? I think it was
Hold on.
only like worth.
Right now, an ounce of gold is worth $1,843.91.
Yeah.
Ounce.
At the time, it was only worth like $200 when she sold it, when she demanded it.
Why would it only be worth $200?
Or no, that's not
Gold's
right.
always
that
gold.
doesn't sound right.
The only time gold goes down is when the market goes up, which is almost never.
No, it wasn't. But the thing is, it was like really low. Like instead of keeping it and waiting, she sold it for whatever money she could have.
What are you looking for?
I have some. Do you want some?
I bought some. It's in one of those little boxes from the gas station.
I
bought one.
have not seen it.
That's what I was saying,
Didn't
is it maybe-
No, it's not in the chair. Have you checked your backpack?
I have
I put it in there.
I have
Checked my car.
$3,000 worth of silver
Yeah.
personally, right now.
And say Dusty's stepdad, he does silver. He gave Dusty a cup. What is it? Hold on, I have it.
Copper. Copper's not that expensive. You can buy copper in bulk.
Oh no, where did it go?
Okay, so I'm the only one here right now. Is this your card? Ah, that is my card. How did you know? Because I'm you. Awesome. Oh, you found it. I totally wasn't just doing my own
Okay, I
magic
don't
trick
know
to
where it is.
myself.
So
But it was either, I think it was either copper or brass, but it's like a coin that's like this flipping big.
so I found it.
Outside on the ground.
It was not in my car.
It was outside on the ground.
It was on my car. Apparently, I put it on the roof when I was getting
And
the
then
equipment out,
forgot
and then
about it.
forgot about it, and just sitting there up there right in front of the door.
Extra strength, Excedrin.
Yes, extra strength.
You're extra strength. Extra strength, Excedrin. Alright. So you have a game that you
Yes,
were
I'm
really,
going. I want to teach you guys
really
how to play Kings on a Corner.
mochismo about.
I want to teach you how to play Kings on a Corner. Really bad.
King's what?
It's called Kings on a Corner.
Has it only been half an hour?
Yes. Yes, it has.
Wow, I feel like we just had a whole podcast right there.
I've got no topic.
We were cruising through that.
This is exactly what happened to me and Ian. We ran out of things to talk about and then
So-
started playing a game.
Star Wars
Oh,
has introduced.
Ahsoka?
Yeah, Star Wars Ahsoka has introduced the zombie stormtroopers, right?
True. And a really powerful Sith Lord, for whatever reason.
I don't know about that because I actually haven't watched the show itself. I'm
I
just
haven't
seeing like
either.
little snippets here and there, and I don't have time to sit down and actually watch these shows anymore. But
Nerd.
I was looking at it at a clip on Twitter or X. It's called X now. I was looking at a clip of it on X, and I was like, "Wow, how are they getting overran by these zombies?" There are 3 Force users with laser swords. You have the Head Detacher 9000 in your hand.
Super lightweight, low fatigue,
Force push, force pull, force crush, force obliterate.
force obliterate, force see you later, force solve my problem now.
I'll be right back.
I mean, what the crap is going on here with these shows lately?
I mean, they have to put stakes in there somewhere, and apparently being overwhelmed by zombies is possible. Then again, I mean, these were the same people that were like, I'm a Jedi capable of doing incredible things, and then they got gunned down by a couple of soldiers, so, you know, it's possible.
What are you
The
referring
entire
to?
Jedi Council in Episode 3. It's canon that those guys got taken by soldiers, their own guys.
Oh, no.
And it wasn't just because they were betrayed.
Revenge
They
of
were
the
straight
Sith.
up taken out.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, well, some of them got taken out. Some of them didn't. Some of them wound up escaping. They wound up, like, actually...
Yeah, but these were
Force
council...
yeet. Yes, Ian.
There
Force
were
yeet.
straight up council members that got low diffed,
Yeah.
which was like, so me and my friend Evan, we came up with our own tier lists of the Jedi Council, and we think that there is a shocking difference between the person at the top versus the person at the bottom.
Okay.
There's this,
Let's hear this.
I don't
Let's go
remember
at
the
this.
entire tier list off the top of my head, but obviously number 1 at the time was Yoder. So when we
I mean,
basically
at the time.
when
at
we
the time,
when we
go on.
no, let me provide context, because context is very important when you make things like a tier list.
Yes.
We said this tier list is based off of episode 3.
Copy.
Episode 3. So during episode 3, Yoda's number 1. Mace Windu's number 2. Anakin's number 3. Followed by, I think it was, who's Dave Filoni's favorite? What's that guy's name? What's his name? He's wearing the mask and the goggles.
Oh,
He's the one that finds Ahsoka. What's his name? What is his name, Tony?
Plo.
Plo Koon.
Yes.
Yeah, Plo Koon's number 5, and then
The look, the intensity in your face is like, you have the answer, Tony. You were like Kylo Ren in the Force Awakens, just trying to extract it from my brain.
I don't remember the name of the guy that was number 6, but he's the one that was able to Yondu lightsabers, because I mean, the fact that not everyone was doing what he was doing.
Yondu lightsabers.
Yeah,
Use words.
he was
Use better words.
You remember Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
what he did with his arrow.
Oh, okay.
He was able to Yondu his lightsabers, and he had multiple lightsabers. I was like, why is not every Jedi doing this?
Who did that?
We don't see him very often. He's more of a sideline character. He doesn't come out, especially in the movies. You see him maybe once in the council chamber. He's one of the council members, but he's kind of weird. He's got really long fur. He's got like a giraffe long neck and whatnot. He's super tall, gangly kind of dude. He was really well known for his ability for telekinesis, floating his lightsabers, and he was really gifted at battle meditation.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I need to see.
I
this
don't remember
guy.
his name though. It wasn't Syndrillic because that was the battle master. He was the lightsaber battle master. Obviously, it wasn't Plo Koon. I don't remember his name. And now I'm looking up a list of all the Jedi Masters. Jedi Council members. You know, half of the council members are actually the same person, just with a different name, because George Lucas thought they looked so dissimilar from movie to movie. He's like, I gotta call them different people because I don't think people are gonna believe it's the same person. We get it's the same person, but nope, he didn't like it, so he literally invented new people that look identical. So yeah,
Lucas, why? Why would you do that, Lucas?
So, Tony, did you ever go and watch Renfield?
Negative.
I finally watched it.
I heard it was good. Don't tell me anything about
is
it.
this who it was?
I-
No, you're not a
'cause
council
I wanna
member.
Watch it. I'm gonna,
Weirdo.
It's on Peacock.
I'm going to probably sit down with Christina and watch
Like
it.
Eth Kohler
It's on
and
Peacock.
Opal Rancis. His name was Opal Rancis. Eth Kohler and Agent Kohler are the same person, but this is he's really.
Who
I
was
don't know.
that?
I don't know if you could tell by looking at that, but that's Opal Rancis.
Wait, isn't that like part of the Banker Federation
Nope.
clan?
No, he is not. He's a Thespias and Jedi Master who served on the High Council. Aside from Yoda, Coleman, Opal Rancis, and Kenobi, the remaining are trained by fellow council member Yaddle. Oh, I didn't know that.
Ask him. Ask Google if Rancid, Opie Rancid, there was part of the Banking Federation.
No, he was not. He was definitely not part of the banking clan.
That's it. Banking clan. That's what I tried to say.
Get my boy Opal Rancis out your mouth. No.
Let's have a game I want to teach you guys.
There's a dude named Even
you-
Peel.
Get the mic out of your nose, lady.
You know who would have been listed above Anakin at the time if he was still there?
Who?
Count Dooku.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily saying that Count Dooku was better than him in Episode 3, but in the time where Dooku was in the council, he was better.
Do you think that Anakin would have been able to beat Krill?
Is his name Pong Krill? You have to remind me who Pong Krill is.
He was the Jedi Master with the 4 arms and light staffs that
There's a
really
football game
tried
going
evil.
on.
Yeah,
Like, he
Punk-
wasn't even a Sith at that point in time.
He was just a psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anakin would have totally played on Pong Krill.
You think so?
Yeah, Pong Krill wasn't that elite. Pong Krill was no Grievous.
There's a football game going on. I can hear the.
Here's the
High
deal.
school
If I
band
put
going out
Grievous
the
against
window.
Pong Krill, Grievous would toy with Pong Krill.
You think Grievous would
Yeah.
would
I think that little of Pong Krill.
oh.
I think Pong Krill was a bully,
Well, definitely.
and that doesn't bode well for him against other people that are better. Usually,
I mean,
he was fancy looking.
we can all agree Obi-Wan definitely.
Well, just about anything Obi-Wan can do, Anakin can do.
I know, but Obi-Wan's better than Anakin.
That's what you said just about.
Anakin is more powerful than Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan is more skilled than Anakin.
I don't know about that. The whole point of his training and all the different accolades that Anakin got showed that he was more skilled and better and got farther than Obi-Wan ever did in the same time frame. Just the reason why Obi-Wan was so good against Anakin was purely because of the context of the relationship. Had Obi-Wan not been the one to train Anakin and he was sent to Mustafar,
You think he would have?
I think he would have got dispatched by Anakin had he not been his master. And he had not such deep
intimate knowledge
about Anakin and how to goad him and what buttons to push, or the fact that he was a Soresu master so he could last long enough to goad him.
Right.
Obi-Wan was uniquely positioned to be the person to defeat him, same as he was uniquely positioned to be the person to defeat Grievous.
I heard this really cool theory on I read it on
Hello there.
iFunny about Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan,
He's a Boy Scout.
Obi-Wan, everyone up there calls Obi-Wan like the high ground guy, right?
Mhm.
You can't beat me because I have the high ground.
Yeah.
Right. The comment that I saw in there was actually Obi-Wan is the master of the low ground. If you look at every major defeat that every major victory that he's had, he's always had the low ground. Maul, Grievous. Why did he say that to Anakin? To goad Anakin into jumping over him, giving Obi-Wan the ultimate low ground.
That's funny. But laughs aside, that's not why he did it. I can see why they said that because it is funny.
I like the headcanon a lot better, okay? I don't
No,
No,
the
no.
whole reason he said that was to goad Anakin into putting himself in a position where he would risk it
Oh, I know.
just to prove himself.
Oh, I know.
Because he knows Anakin's all about proving himself, all about making his power known. So if he could just put Anakin in a position where he would risk it to demonstrate his power, he would get him in that moment of weakness. And that's exactly what he did. That's everything is beautiful. There's nothing about in a sword fight having the high ground and being superior because now you're fighting arms farther away from your opponent and your opponent's fighting arms closer to you. So there's nothing superior about having the high ground in a sword fight. What he was doing was he
You're
was
all about to get
goading.
mauled, by the way. Dusty's home.
Say what?
Dusty's home.
What about it?
You all are about to get mauled. The two dogs are about to come in.
Oh, no. Those dogs are about to get mauled by me.
Foxy
So-
would actually enjoy that. Foxy is pregnant, so she's very sweet at the moment.
Well, hello, little ones.
Ye-
How's it going? Hello. Would you like some buskritches? Was I talking to a dog? The
Was-
world may never know.
My last little tidbit on on all of this is I found it. Did you guys ever see that Easter egg in the Avatar series? Avatar: The Last Airbender. So
Hold on. Easter egg, final series. Nope.
No.
I have no idea.
All right. So Sokka's master. It's the episode called Sokka's Master. He is learning how to master the sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his master, so he's fighting, right? And Sokka gets up on this ledge, and his master's like, "Good, attacking from the high ground, giving you an advantage." If you read the credits, Dave Filoni.
That's hilarious. 'Cause but it doesn't.
I thought it was
I'll
great.
put anyone that thinks that on a high ground above me, and then I'll watch them dance as I strike their feet while their fighting arm is farther away from me.
The high ground the high ground advantage only you only get the advantage of that on like projectile.
Well, no, it's mattering for silhouette. It matters for silhouette, and here's why. I can see more on the high ground. The enemy can't see more of me. Now, it's true that the enemy can duck down and lose line of sight on me, but that doesn't give them a superior point of view because I can not only lower my silhouette to them, but I can also see at the same time, and that's where the
Yeah.
advantage comes from. I can see more and have a smaller silhouette. If they get a smaller silhouette, they can no longer see.
Yeah, which primarily gives you the advantage in like
Yeah.
projectile warfare.
I can guard my silhouette better, and I can see farther out. If I had to defend myself, the high ground would be a better place to defend myself from. But it's not ending a fight. I don't know what he was expecting. No, say Obi-Wan was serious, and he was like absolutely like positive what he was saying was the truth. Like, I have the high ground, it's over, and Anakin's like, man, you're right. All right, I'll catch you tomorrow then. And then just like kept on his little trolley thing floating over the lava. Just waves at him as he goes. Like, what was the truth in that if he wasn't trying to go to Anakin? Like, he was trying to put himself in a position where he truly felt
What
like
about-
He was trying to convince Anakin that he himself truly felt like he had the over on him and there was nothing Anakin could do. And Anakin ate that up. And he was like, "Nuh-uh, I could show you why." And then he tried to do it. And Obi-Wan's like, "I've been here, bud. I know what you're going to do. I know you. I've been here before myself. I am perfectly suited to..." Yeah! And there goes your limbs.
Let me show you what Maul should have done.
Let me show you what that dude should have done. But not only did he not do, he watched me land, and then I cut him in half. I didn't get him through the air. He didn't get me through the air. I jumped over him, landed, and then cut him in half. Like, there was a good pause there where it was like, what is he doing? Oh, he get it. 10 points. Oh, I take my 10 points back. That was a 9. And then he falls to his death, which should have been his death. He was an interesting character. Everyone was super jazzed to see him being fleshed out. Did he get fleshed out very well? No. They destroyed his character.
Get out of there.
Maul?
Yeah, they destroyed his character.
I don't know. I like.
He went from a foreboding, Machiavellian, no-talking assassin to like
He talked. He talked in
to
episode
talking a lot. He turned into Shakespeare.
one.
Like I don't like it.
I
No.
liked it.
It
I
was
did.
dumb.
It
It
kinda
ruined
liked
his
where
character.
I kind of liked
Nuh-uh.
where
No, you
he
don't.
wound up. I do.
Someone's paying you.
100%. I really liked.
Are your
where they
children
went with it.
okay?
My children are
Is your
fine.
wife in
I'm
a safe
gonna shoot
place?
you right now if you don't stop.
You're not saying this genuinely. I know this
am.
for a
I
fact.
liked
I'm
Maul.
gonna find out.
I
If all of
will
a sudden
say
you start
this, the
purchasing our
one
lunches,
thing-
I'll know why. It's because you started saying you like
Shut
the new mall.
You just talked yourself
This
out of a free
game,
lunch.
anyways, this game, before I let this atrocity go on, you wanted to talk about this game?
Yes, I wanted to teach you guys how to play Kings on the Corner.
Sam Whitaker was a great Maul.
I'm fine with it.
So you each start out with 7 cards. Tony, those are your
What is
7.
this?
Those are your
Okay.
7 cards. I want to teach you how to
Oh,
play
I
Kings
have
on a
cards?
Corner. Yes, you
I
have
got
cards.
my cards, okay? Hold on.
Not
Hey,
those
now
flipping
she wants to take the
cards.
deck from me.
Okay, so what is the game called?
It's called Kings on a
Do
Corner.
you have
Kings on
any
the
jacks?
Don't ask him that. Do not answer that.
Like, wink if you're in trouble.
Don't close that.
I'm not
No,
closing.
you can't even close it any more than that. It will shut off.
So, I'm trying to do it so you can at least see what's here.
He will know spiritually what's going
Yes.
on.
I will read off the reflection of your glasses.
So, you start out with...
Just ignores that comment.
The stare, too. That was the kind of stare where, like, you put your glasses up after the fact.
King's Corner, 7 cards. What am I looking at over here? I got things right here.
There's a 10 of spades, a 10 of hearts, a ace of hearts, and then there's the queen of spades.
All right.
They're all in a cardinal direction of this deck in the
Okay.
center.
So, you've all played Solitaire.
They're sending me back to Hermiston next week.
I know they are. Yes, solitaire.
I'm
played
not
solitaire.
a fan of that.
So the colors have to alternate. Your kings go on the corner.
Hence
So
the
if-
name.
No one puts king in the corner.
Ian says check the comments. Apparently you're not paying attention.
I am paying attention. Okay, when you put something in there worth commenting on,
Worth commenting on. Ooh, burn.
say, boy, you better put some respect on Obi-Wan's name. I think he's talking to you on that one.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I do to disrespect
I
Obi-Wan?
don't know.
I'm on the hype train for Obi-Wan.
Says, Banking Clan. Pretty sure we have a 3-letter name for members of that clan.
Newt. Gun.
You know, for someone who
No,
doesn't
that's
want
the
to
Trade
be
Federation.
for someone who doesn't want to be on a government watch list, you sure do put a lot of
The
stuff.
Banking
in the
Clan
comments.
was part of the Trade Federation, though. They were a member of the alliance that
the
is the Trade.
Separatists. The Banking Clan was a part of the Separatists.
That's what they ended up becoming because they separated from the Republic. But the
Yeah,
Trade Federation was
Episode 2, right? Attack of the Clones.
the big old umbrella that they fell under, and then they became the Separatists.
They ultimately, so in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, they were like, we'll join the Separatists, but in the Clone Wars,
So am I going to teach you
it
guys this
turned
game or
out
not?
that they were funding both sides of the war. So they were basically the American financial system at that point.
I don't know about that one, but Yes.
Okay.
You
So-
said they have to alternate colors and the kings go in the corners.
Yes. So there's more to it than that. So I'm just pretend this is a king because I don't know where an actual king is at the moment.
Okay.
I'm right
So-
here.
Slag king.
So if this was a red king, you can put this one down, and then you have an open space. Which means if you have something that could be placed above these, like if you had like a red jack, you could place it under that.
Mm-hmm. But only if it was immediately above
Only
it.
if you have a blank space. There can be, if you have an open hole.
So if there's no king in the corner, you can slide a jack behind the queen.
We're gonna have to play because I'm not sure.
Well, that's why I'm trying to explain the rules before we play. When your turn is ended,
Yes.
you're going to want to put the lowest number you can here, because
Okay.
it makes it so other people cannot play. And if you cannot go, then you draw a card. And
We're gonna find out.
Wait.
Taylor, you are clearly going first.
I'm going first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna know what to do?
I can go first.
Shush you. Taylor's going first.
Here,
Okay.
I'll place these down.
Just saying.
Because we don't have much room, I'll show you guys that I have a 9 through 7. Make
So
sure
you
that
put all three of those
I
down?
can place all 3 of those down. I can play as many as I want, as many as I can, or as many as I want before my turn ends. And that is all I can play. So therefore, Kenny, it would be your turn. So you could either play a red 6, a black 9,
I thought you said they alternate. So that's red already.
or
It'd have to be a black
sorry.
6.
Now I'm done.
Hey.
Now I'm done.
Oh,
You
Jiminy.
ended your turn, lady.
Now I'm done.
Jiminy Snickers, y'all.
Cheating.
Okay, so how do I
Cheating,
do this? How do
cheating.
I do this again? You said I could slide it underneath.
Only if there's an open hole.
There's an open.
Means if
There's,
there was a
but there's
king-
nothing here.
One of these 4 have to be used.
I think that this would be
What?
more entertaining to our audience if they can actually see what we're doing.
I don't know if that's
should-
true.
We
I
should
think we should
TikTok.
go back to our original
TikTok.
roots and play games while we're doing this
I
podcast,
think
but
we
we haven't
should
done
do
that in forever.
TikTok.
What games we were playing?
We used to play games when we podcast, and then we sat around a table and just stared at each other.
Yeah.
What games did we play?
We used to go to Ian's house and sit on the couch and play games while we were podcasting.
Oh, we did that one time.
And you know what? That's what my idea of podcasting was. And then we started sitting around a round table and just talking to each other and
Well,
playing like replays of you over and over again, the same stuff from when you
the
game.
reason we did that one time, and the reason why we haven't gotten back to it was because if you remember, I had to get on my hotspot on the phone
Nerd.
just to stream it, and it wound up racking.
Well,
up
you
my
know what we
bill
could
by
do? We could do to
$100.
fix that is do it at my house.
I'm down. Talk to that one.
I'll do it.
Taylor, we're doing the podcast at my house now
Okay.
Cool. I will bring a capture card. We'll set all of this up.
because I have a big old TV. So, podcast at my house from now on.
Sure.
I'm down. Ian, you're in the comment section.
Down to clown. Studio vote now. I vote yay.
I vote yay.
I vote yay.
All right, doesn't matter what Ian votes. That's 3 of 4.
See what you get for not coming to podcast, buddy?
Oh, nerd.
Okay.
He's still probably gonna comment. So I gotta put something down.
Yes. So you can either put a red 8, a red 6.
What can go on top of the red ace?
Here, I'm gonna come
Black
over
Nothing.
Here. Let me come over here.
Nothing can be played on it.
Okay. I gotta go over here.
Nothing can be played on the ace.
Nothing can be played on the ace. The
No.
ace is.
But you can do this, and then you have an open hole, and now you can put that red jack where you want it to.
And then what can I put anything right here though?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the
you
open
can put
hole.
anything right there. If you have
Kenny, you can put anything in the open hole.
something that can go under this before you place that down. If you have something that can go under this, or if you have a 2 or anything, you can do that.
You said nothing can go on here.
If you have an open hole, you can play under it. So you can put like a 2 or
Okay.
What does the open hole have to do with placing things under it?
you.
Why can't I just put it underneath? Also, I put it there, so can I just move this on top of it
Yes.
now?
Yeah.
It's to minimize the moving a whole
There
bunch
you
of
go.
cards.
Okay.
Now what do I do?
Now you place something in the hole if your turn is
Yeah.
ended.
Okay. Wow.
You don't ever want to leave an open hole. There you go. Now.
It's your turn.
Tony,
Now
it's your
my
turn.
Now it's your turn.
Quattro.
So, am I able to play on this?
Yes.
Yes.
If I'm out of cards, do I win?
Yes.
Okay, so I can play on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at you being cheeky.
And then this right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Have you considered not succeeding?
What about this right here?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Yeah, you can do that.
Can you
Okay.
stop now? Swear if you
I
put one
can't
more
put
card
anything
down,
behind.
I will slam this
Nothing goes
laptop shut if you play
behind-
another
no-
Nothing
card.
goes behind the king.
Nothing goes behind the king.
All right. So the king's always hiding behind.
So
everything.
what is that
Mhm.
ace? Just like a blocker, a perfect blocker?
That's exactly what it is, unless you place down if somebody places down a black 2,
So I can.
then you can put this on top of it. Nope.
Black queen.
No, you
behind-
cannot.
Only
Yeah.
kings go in the corner.
No,
No.
I'm trying to put it behind the red jack.
There's no open hole for you to be able to put it under there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You would have to put it in an open hole and then move the whole stack on
Now
top
I
of it.
slightly
So
Yeah.
it-
The way
let's-
she described
okay,
it was
so say
like
if this-
complicated.
So say
Yeah.
if this was a red 5, you could place this here, and then you could do that because
Okay.
there's nothing here.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily sliding it underneath. You're putting the whole stack on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how
I
they
think I'm
abbreviated
good.
Count Dooku to just do.
Okay, you done?
Just D-O-O. Just
Because he's
do.
I can't say that joke.
The
on this
hairdo,
spot.
man.
Are you done, Tony?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, Coleman Trevor
gonna
was never a part of the
put this one
council.
right
He
here.
just sucked.
And I'm gonna.
He's the guy that
Oh.
Jango Fett shot off the balcony. He like landed and Jango Fett's like, pew, and he's like, I suck at my job, and then died.
It is your turn, Kenny.
It's true. I'm pretty sure that's what his epitaph says too.
No,
Here
I'm
you
at my job.
Here lies Coleman Trevor. I suck at my job.
Oh no.
So, is it my turn? You said?
Yep,
Yeah,
it is
go
your
ahead.
turn.
Wow, I got back to my turn real quick. I don't think I have. I do have something. Look at that.
Look at that.
Tres,
Look at that.
dos, uno. Damn it, I'm out.
Okay.
I got down to one.
Is it my turn again?
Yes.
Okay.
Can someone
And
put
if you-
something down
if
that
you,
I can
if
play
you
on?
can't play, then you have to draw.
You gotta draw, and then it's end of your turn.
Yeah.
Dadgummit, stop it! I'm trying to put things down, and you're blocking me.
Okay.
Can you believe this
You're
guy?
good? My turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Taylor, stop, stop, stop. Taylor,
Now what is your turn?
Oh, and it's a block.
That's what I wanted. I wanted.
Hey, this
I'm being
guy.
I'm being joshed. I'm being called by Josh. Hey, Josh, you're on speakerphone and you're part of my podcast now.
Oh, splendid.
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 So, what's up? I got your message. You said you're part of a raid clan now because you didn't like the clan you started with your friends, so you abandoned us.
Yeah, I did.
And now you're doing raids without me.
Is it?
This is part of
Kenny's
Destiny
turn.
2.
Gotta cut the
Yes,
finger
it's
tape
Kenny's
in hand. You know how
I have to draw. I can't put
You
this
have to
anywhere.
Don't
So,
show your cards. People would
Can I put this anywhere?
No,
Like,
you
no one
cannot.
cares.
I can't put that anywhere. Okay, so that's my turn.
So you gotta draw again.
Nope.
No, you didn't draw
Oh.
it again.
It is your
I didn't
turn.
draw.
No, he only has to draw one.
Oh, I thought you draw.
What's going
until
on,
you
Josh?
can Go.
Oh, not much. Just wanted to call and catch up
Can
with
I
you.
go?
I kind of forgot
Yes, it is your turn. He
I know.
can't.
I'm
He,
just saying, like, am I
Yep.
able to?
yes, he can't go. It's your turn.
I'm going to be doing my
I'm looking at my
podcast
cards
until.
to see if I can
Oh,
get
Nine.
a new
oh,
lady.
okay. That makes more sense.
So I still got an
That
hour
makes
left on my
more sense,
podcast.
That
he
makes more
says.
Okay, it's your turn again, Kenny.
Hi, how's it going, little one?
If this was poker, I would have an amazing hand. Man.
All right. So what do you do on your podcast, anyways? I'm curious.
Oh,
Talk
talk
a
about
bunch
life.
of nonsense.
The
Talk
same,
about a bunch of nonsense.
Same thing he does off the podcast.
I like to talk about geopolitics. But nobody likes to listen to geopolitics.
Nope, no, we don't.
Because
I
they're all,
listen. I listen.
They're
I
all
even
illiterate
participate.
nerds.
Not gonna lie, I completely turned out geopolitics. Last
The only
week.
person that's fun to talk to is Ian, and he's not here.
I listen. I
Kenny,
even participate
Wouldn't
in
geopolitics
geopolitics.
be someone who argues that the Earth is flat?
No, but I get your joke, and that is hilarious. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
All right,
Okay.
man. I'm gonna hang up on you. I'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right, have a good night. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay.
It is your turn.
Okay. I still can't do anything.
So you have to.
Okay. I got an 8. I can't do
Yes.
anything with that either.
And if once you draw it, you still can't place it down until your next turn. If you get something you can play.
What'd you get? You get a queen?
I did. She's like, stop telling people.
Well, it's not like I could do anything. Like, what are you gonna do? Stop me?
That's
Actually, that's exactly why you don't want people to see your cards, because then people, if they have something that they can play to mess you up, they will.
I mean, if they have something to play, they're gonna play anyways, regardless if it was to stop me or not.
Most people.
We can't really
don't
decide.
ever play this with Dusty, because he will intentionally just hold on to cards to mess with you. It is
Well,
your turn again.
I'm holding on to 3, but unfortunately I can't play. I got down to 1 at one point. I was doing pretty good until you blocked me with that 4. I still can't do anything. Well, that sucks for me. Attorney. Podcast attorney.
And I can't put something behind here. Right?
Not unless it's an open hole.
Nope. You have to put something else down in one of the cardinal directions and then place this on top of it. You should
You
just
can
erase
als-
from
you
your
can
mind
also-
placing cards underneath stacks because that was never really truly the
That
thing.
was never truly a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She lied to us.
Well, I just explained badly.
All right, so can I place now?
No. You have to you have to wait till your next turn.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
wait till the
have
next
to
one.
wait.
If you draw, you have to wait.
Yes.
Okay.
You drew,
Okay.
you have to wait.
If
Yes,
you
I did.
draw, you have to wait.
Yeah. Taylor, if you draw, you have to wait.
I know this.
Complete the circle. Complete the circle, Taylor.
Okay. She started the circle. She told me.
I
was-
did.
I was making
I did.
sure
I
that
started
it,
the
but,
circle.
but it made a circle.
Yeah.
Okay, I still have a fjord.
Fjord?
Also, I drew it, so I can't play it anyways.
Now you can play whatever you do.
Fjord Bradley. That's a good show, by the way.
Did you get something good? You get some, is that a 3?
Oh, that's it.
I could play. I cannot play on top of that. Dadgummit.
No, and that's it.
And that's it.
And that's it.
No.
Can we start getting some like cards here? Also, Taylor's over here being a meanie face and
Why am I-
blockading half the board with aces.
I only placed 1 ace.
Look at that nice run you got there. Too bad you suck.
It is your turn.
Your nice run does nothing. Ian, you just called him Ian. That's Kenny.
No, sorry.
Well, I drew, so I can't use it, regardless of what it is.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Okay, why?
Just never mind. Just keep playing.
Oh, wait, I see it. I see it now. Yeah, you are.
I'm just gonna, you know.
How long will you hold on to that?
Oh, I've had those for a while now. I'm just gonna place those right there. And I'm just gonna end my. Or, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna. Okay, now I'll end my turn.
Oh, can I play anything off of that? It does not appear to be so. Woe is me. This kind of blow.
So
I'm gonna have to draw a card. Hey, I got a king. Things are about to go down, guys. Next turn. I'm throwing a king down. What you got, Taylor? You can't. He can't do anything. He
No,
drew.
he
So
can't. So I'm just gonna place that right there.
you drew a 3.
I did.
Is that a red 3?
Yes, it
That
is.
is. Are you
Mm.
colorblind?
Hmm. I think I know what I'm gonna do with this 2 right here. I think I'm just gonna slap that bad boy right now. I'm just gonna scooch right in here. I've been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
Why are you weird? Why are you being weird?
I'm the weird
Yeah,
one.
why are you being weird?
Fair enough. Okay, so I can place this in the corner, right?
Yes, you can.
Is there any queens on the board?
No, that's a jack. That's a red jack.
You're a jack. But I can't put this down. Do I want to put it down though right now? 'Cause I might not be able to, You know what? I think I'm gonna draw just to keep you guys from accessing my king.
Make sure that's turned down, please.
Ooh, I got a red 6. That is not helpful for anything. You guys want to play a rip-roaring game of goldfish after this?
Yes, it's your turn.
Oh, you didn't throw down your king?
No, he did not. He
No,
decided
I
to
chose
hold
to
on
be
it.
selfish, and I'm gonna hold on to it till I can use it for something.
I'm really disappointed.
I
in
dare
that.
one of you to put a queen down for whatever
I
reason.
am so disappointed in this.
It's like, no, I'm not gonna let you guys buffer from my king. You have a king. Why
So
are you
if
putting
I-
your king
if I
down?
drop a king, I can drop a queen and a jack down
Yes.
along with it, right?
Yes. Why have you not done that already?
Because I didn't know I could. I just.
What do I pay you
I
for?
just found out that I could do that because of what you, because of what you said.
Apparently not for much.
Oh, there. Just like that, right?
Yep.
Holy crap. That was really good.
And then I can put something here,
Mhm.
right?
You can put literally anything right there. You can put the ace right there to make it even more hard. If you put an ace right there, this will become almost impossible. We will have no choice but to go into the end game.
Like the troll in me wants to do that.
We'll have 3 boarded aces, and we can't do anything.
Well, you still have 3 other ones you can play on.
Woo! We're just still being blocked out of majority of the game because we're just putting aces flat.
There, I'll be nice.
No. No. No.
No, I'm not gonna do
Here, that's a good boy.
Alright,
Life sucks.
I'm just gonna do that right there.
No, that was available for anyone to do. and we
Yes,
didn't
it
do
was.
You do that?
Yes, you can.
I asked that.
No, you did
earlier.
not.
How many rounds were we
Actually.
sitting here looking
Rewind
at
it.
that and none of us did it? Yeah, you can do that. All of us were looking at it, and for some reason, not even Taylor caught it.
No, I caught it. It's
You-
just
you
I
caught it after
nobody
the fact?
nobody could do. I couldn't do anything about it because you placed this, so you could have done
Oh,
this.
I could have done it. This is true. Where were you on that one, Tony?
I don't know. I didn't think you could move
Here.
it. 'cause
Come
I
on,
was
big
told-
size.
I'll
I was
be
told
nice. There you
nothing can
go.
on, nothing
What the
can
heck
go
am I supposed to do with
underneath
a
You can
10?
move an ace.
Yes, you can
I
move
was
aces,
told-
but only if it can fit on top of something that's bigger than it.
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Okay, now it's your
Also, Tony, you're a nerd.
It's
it
your
my
turn.
turn?
No, it's his
No,
turn.
it's my
Kenny's
turn.
turn. Kenny,
Why
it's your
can't I
turn.
get a red too? Why does it have to be black?
Why don't you draw and see if you get one?
Can I not place anything?
No.
Bummer, dude. Big fat bummer sauce. Wow.
For the audience at home,
I
we just
got
drew a red 2.
I just got.
I told you to draw.
Now
and see what you
now I
got.
need that to live. I need that 3 to live by next round. All right, let's get it.
You better hope Tony doesn't have a red too.
Tony, you up? Tony?
All right, so
Tony?
can
Uh,
I put a blackjack
uh,
behind this?
No.
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 You cannot, remember, you can't put cards underneath cards. You can only move cards on top of
Keep
cards.
reading that because that's what she said.
I
I
know,
know,
it was
I know,
wrong.
it's me.
She
It's
misled
the,
us.
It's the way I said it. I'm sorry.
You cannot put things under stacks.
I have to draw.
It's okay, so do I.
Yay! I made it around the table. Guys, guess what? I'm going to put an ice over here. I'll feel good by myself. Look at that corner. It's all cornery and whatnot. So that's
That's done.
Why did you
Nobody
say
can,
it like that?
Nobody else can play on this. It's,
Why'd
it's
you
done
hear
and
it
over.
like that?
Why did you say it like that?
So these stacks are completed, right?
Yeah.
There's
th-
nothing that can be
That
added to them.
stack is completed. This is not.
Why? What's on? Oh, it's because.
It's the red jack.
So if I had a black queen, which I do not. Dang it. You got a black queen?
I do, actually.
Oh, he's about to move some.
So if you put
If I
that-
leave that open, you're after me. You get to move that whole thing.
Don't
that-
leave that open.
if
Put
you
something
that
there.
red king down there.
That would definitely
No,
help
that
you.
would still leave that open because kings would either go here. Or
But he
here.
could still move it though,
Yeah.
because I put the king down, he put the queen on top of it, and then move the whole stack on top of the
Yes,
king
he
I put
could.
down.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm super down for that. I don't care if he's
You
my
s-
enemy.
You still have to put something here.
Do I have to though?
You're gonna want to.
I'm gonna want to.
Put the 6 down.
The lower numbers are usually what's better to put down.
Put the 6 down.
Why? You got a 5? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you about to go out?
That's what- I got 5.
Is there a?
I'm not about to go out.
Is there a black 4? I can put a black 4 down, but you still have that red
I got
5
a-
or black
that's a
5,
black 5. So if you put your red 6 down, I can put my black 5 down on it.
and then you'd be at 1 card.
And then you have a red 4, and I have a red 3, so that doesn't help us, but it gets us closer.
All right, I'll do that, and then I'll do that.
If you would have put the red 2 down, I would have been done.
If I put that red 3, I don't have a red
the
3.
red 2 or
The
the,
red 2?
black 2.
Black 2.
If I put it down right there.
Yeah, if you would
Why?
have done
Because you have
that.
an ace.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
What would you?
All right, is it my go?
No, it's her. She's gonna put her black 6 on
No,
that 7.
It is Tony's.
Oh, it is yours.
go.
It is
Yeah.
my go. Look at that. So I can
Go
use-
Tony, go Tony,
This, right?
go Tony, go Tony, go Tony. It's your birthday.
Right.
We're gonna party like
Yep.
it's. All right, now put your 5 right there,
Okay, drop my 5 right here.
and then you're gonna have to drop your. It'd be really funny if you put your 3 right here, because it's a lower number and it blocks that cardinal direction.
It really does, actually.
Yeah.
There we go, just like that.
All right, put your 6 down, Taylor, and then draw your card.
I don't have to draw a card. I don't want to draw a card.
What?
I don't
Is that
want-
how the game works?
You don't have to draw.
Dusty, is that how the game works? You don't have to draw.
On kings on a corner.
If you can play, you don't have to draw.
Okay.
If you can't play, you have to draw.
Okay.
But you can choose to draw.
You can choose to draw. You don't have to draw, but you can.
I see you. Because so I've been drawing this whole time. I didn't have to.
Yeah.
that's exactly
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
been
You
going on.
nerd.
You didn't pick up on that one? I knew that one.
You're grounded.
It's
Put
my
your nose in the
house.
corner.
It's my house.
Put your nose. How old are you? How old are you?
How old are you?
How old are you?
I'm about to drop my mic. So you're gonna play? Or not?
25 minutes in the corner. 25.
I'm not 25.
25 minutes in the corner. You're not telling me, so I'm estimating.
He's 25. I'm younger than he is.
23.
25. In the corner.
Play, Kenny.
25 minutes staring at the corner. Getting all bizarre in the corner.
You gonna play?
Get all what?
Getting all bizarre in the corner.
Huh.
Starting hallucinating because you're seeing things right in front of your eyeballs. And the tip of your nose won't touch fresh air for 25 minutes.
I fear for your children.
Your,
You
I was,
fear for my
I was just
children.
about to say that. Your kids dropping mics.
Yeah, I am. I'm dropping
That's a
mic.
quarter in this. That's a quarter in the
I
jar.
didn't drop a pool stick. I
That's
dropped
a
a
quarter
mic.
in the jar.
Are you gonna play?
Do I have any moves to
You
win? What do
have-
you need to win?
You have 2 plays right now.
Yeah, you need a queen down?
Yeah.
I don't think I can put this queen down anywhere.
No, you can't.
There-
But
yeah,
you
'cause
can
there's-
play your 4, or you can play your 2, whichever you want to do, or you can play both of them.
We play you. So how do we get your... Dang. You're just going to have to
I'm
start
just
counting
gonna
up.
have to draw.
Poopy.
Yeah, there's no going about it. Are you done?
No.
No. Well, hey, remember what?
What
she's
was her
got,
color?
right?
Did she have a red ace? Or was it a black ace?
She has an ace. And
No,
see-
it has to be a red ace because the two
I was
black
gonna
aces
say,
are
she
out
has
here.
an ace,
I'm not
and she
doing
has
that.
those two
It's
black
screw you,
ones right
Darren. You thought he was going to win. Not today, Satan. Get out of here.
She has a tail.
I'm holding on to my black two. If you have any black twos, do not surrender your black twos.
She has a tail. She has a tail. When she's about to win, she gets really quiet.
But she's also hiding her card.
Yeah.
She's not playing honestly like we are over
I'm
here
not-
with our exposed hands.
I'm not intentionally trying to hide my card there.
No, it's just
There.
under the table.
Are you done? Yeah, you. That's you're
That doesn't
supposed.
mean I can't play honestly.
They don't understand.
We don't understand because you explained it weird.
Are you gonna draw?
I'm definitely not putting this
You're not-
two down so
are you
Satan
gonna
over there
draw?
can win.
Are you gonna draw, or are you done?
Let me think about this. Can I do anything else?
No.
Doesn't look like it, but
Okay, I'm gonna have to draw then.
You don't have to.
Tony,
you
you're...
don't have to draw.
Hey, Tony!
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, this works out. If I put this down, you win. We just have to wait till next round.
You
But
can
I have
always-
to draw.
Oh, dang it.
You can
So-
you can always put this down.
Eh.
I'll
No, you
Yeah,
can take his
we can
card.
figure this out by following the rules.
All right.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
I can play this.
7. Where do you play that off of? You can't put it underneath, remember? You can't put underneath. I've been telling you that. That's something Taylor said that's
Why-
not true.
Why is that not sticking in my head?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for you, Tony.
You can't do that.
That's her hand.
That-
Okay.
that is my hand.
Move your hand away from the board so I don't think I can place things
You
on
just
there.
told me not to hide my hand.
You can do both, okay? These are not mutually exclusive. You just ruined Tony's victory with your ruinous. So in order to help Tony, I do have to do this. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so that puts down your jack. Now we just have to worry about your 7. I'm not done with my turn yet.
I was just looking.
I'm trying to find a way to help you. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this anyways. No, I'm kidding. I'm just going to put that in your
I'm
hands.
just gonna slide that over.
Oh, I can't put anything else down, can I?
You can.
No, unfortunately I cannot.
Can
I'm
you
gonna
just-
let you
I
suffer.
still have another card.
Suffer on your ace. Suffer.
Don't let her try to trick you. I still have another card. 'Cause I can
You're
see-
getting rid of your
I
jack
can
though.
see her next 2 moves.
It's your turn.
It is my turn.
Okay. Are you done?
Any way you can cover up that 10 for any reason? I put this 10 in defense mode and I end my turn.
I can cover it up. There.
Yeah! Tony wins!
So,
The absolute Chad!
Yeah, but if he would have had another card.
had I not,
If you had, okay, we could
First
talk.
off-
He would've
first
had
off,
We could talk ifs all day, but guess what? It didn't happen that way.
Let-
Let me go ahead and be humble here. If I had not had help in understanding the game in the first place, there was no winning for Tony.
Okay, do you guys want to actually try this with actually playing the way it's supposed to be? But you're right. hide your card, and
Can
that
you-
could be a strategy.
Can
game.
we do it
Hold
like?
on to your mic.
No, I need a headset like Kenny's.
No, I get the headset.
I don't have enough spaces for multiple headsets.
That is not my problem. You
Also,
can buy an
It is-
adapter for that.
It's no, that doesn't work with this. I've tried.
yeah, I'm plugged into his only place for a headphone.
I've put a splitter.
He's only got the
You
one.
can buy an adapter.
I've
You're an
put-
adapter.
I've put a splitter in there. It does not work.
You're a splitter. What are we at for time?
1:14.
Wow.
So do we want to play one more?
So
Can you guys
no.
actually play the way it's supposed to be, where you hide your card?
Fine. If you're gonna twist my arm about it, kind of like the steering linkage.
She's mad.
That's
Why are you staring me down when
because
you
you're
say
the.
that?
I know if you train someone, if they start talking about twists and the steering linkage, because you're the only one that teaches that.
Yeah, that's a thing that can happen.
I know, I get
No
it, but
twist,
like
bends, or
that's
breaks.
you're the only person that teaches that specific verbiage, twists. It's like, oh, yep, you've been touched by Tony.
It makes it so much simpler for them to remember twist, bends,
Tony.
and breaks because it's like anything that is a solid bar.
I'd still say bends, dents, or cracks. Because what
I
is
mean,
a twist?
that also works.
What is a twist if not an exaggerated bend?
I mean,
What is chemistry if not
Listen-
applied physics?
Listen, you and I are not arguing different points here. We're literally saying the same thing.
So BDC.
TBB.
No. What is TBB?
Twist, bends, and breaks.
Oh, don't say breaks. That's generic.
No.
Yeah.
Twist, bends, and breaks.
That's like saying, okay, I'm checking it to make sure it's not broke. Well, how is it broke? Describe what broke means.
That's not on the.
That's generic. That doesn't say anything.
Broke is part of the criteria. You can't say damaged. You have to describe what damage is. Well, broke is damage.
We'll describe what broke is.
Not together.
That's super generic. That doesn't describe anything. If I went to my cooler
You
reservoir
let
and
me
said it's
pass.
broke, and
I
they'd be
got-
like, how is it broke?
I passed because all I said was damaged.
No, you described damage. Because every time you said damaged, I probed, I asked, what does damage look like? And you said no cracks, dents, or leaks.
If I was over the radio
Not
and
bent
Joe was
or
like,
broken.
what's going on? I was like, oh, my coolant reservoir is broke. And he'd be like, what does that mean? Because it's not specific.
I don't care what Joe says.
I'm looking for CDL. He's just part of the example. It doesn't have to be him. It could be anyone legitimate.
It could be Patrick too, and I still wouldn't care. Broke means not working properly. Okay.
That's generic. It's as viable as damage, which means it's not. You do not teach trainees to say broke or damaged.
It's acceptable by the DMV.
No!
Therefore, I can
No!
teach to it.
You're better than that. Do better. Do better. Do better. Taylor, you're still going
If
first.
I can't score them down for saying it,
Do
nope. If I can't score them down for saying it, then I'm going to teach it.
dare. You've opened the gates now, bud. I'm going to give everything
No,
you
I'm
think
not
is
going first.
legitimate. Yes, you're going first.
No, I'm not. I dealt.
Hard time.
Dealer does not go first.
I don't care about your ethics on the board here. You're going
Tony,
first.
you're going first.
All right, fine. Tony's going first.
I'm going first.
You have a black 7, a red 9.
And I'm going to open the gates first by talking about how I don't believe that pre-trip can be done in 10 minutes. There, I said it.
You
I
can
don't
go ahead
either.
and believe. You can go ahead and believe that all you want and
I
be
mean,
wrong.
if you
I
have
can prove it with math, too.
I can do it. I've done it.
You haven't.
I have
Every
too.
time I've timed you, you haven't been able to pull off a
Dude,
pre-trip
you-
in 10 minutes.
It's because you added time.
I didn't add time.
You did. You admitted to me.
I
you
did
added
not. I
Time.
did not.
you
admit
guys can
anything.
settle this at work tomorrow or
He's
Monday.
not going to work tomorrow.
I'm
You
not going to
can-
work tomorrow. He's
you-
being a nerd tomorrow,
you,
so.
you can settle this on Monday.
You can look at my scores actually, because my pre-trip is timed.
Your scores?
Yeah, you can ask Mike to pull it up. My pre-trip is actually timed because of the tablet.
I can make mine look like 10 minutes, too. It doesn't prove anything.
I don't lie on that.
Sure. You can't do it. It's not physically possible. I
It
can
is.
do the math and show you how superhuman speed you would have to pull off doing a pre-trip. Even if it's just the test, which has got less criteria to cover, you have to move at superhuman speed to get all that done in 10 minutes.
No, you don't.
How fast do you do your air brake test?
That's about 4 minutes actually.
Okay, so that is 4 minutes. So you do the rest of it in 6 minutes.
Yeah, because you can check things. You can check multiple items at the same time.
Well, speaking everything out-
Baloney.
Huh?
While speaking everything out like you make the rest of us do?
No, that's for a test. He's not talking about a test. He's talking about a practical.
He's talking
pre-trip.
about checking 57 items in 6 minutes at superhuman speed.
No, okay. Well, go.
I can map that out for you and show you just how ballistic you're about to go through this pre-trip. But apparently he can do it casually. No, like without batting an eye. He can
Waddling
just
around.
yeah,
Do it
waddling
every day.
around at superhuman speeds, which would look hilarious, by the way. Can you imagine looking at Tony and fast forward?
We should take a video of Tony just waddling around a bus and then completely just fast forward it and see what happens.
Oh my God.
And that's how he pulled off a pre-trip in 10 minutes.
We can do that. We can make a TikTok out of that.
Tony's a nerd. He's a big nerd. But the bear was bigger, so he ran like a tiger up a tree. Hey, I'm gonna need you to stop succeeding because I haven't gone yet. And matter of fact, you're the first player and you're still going. What is this? What is happening right now?
This is how you do a pre-trip in 10 minutes, bud.
False.
Your turn.
So you
Or
fake it till
Taylor's
you
turn.
make it.
Yeah, it is my turn.
Also fake. Your pre-trip is fake news. It's not happening. Not in 10 minutes.
I'll have Mike time me. We'll have a third party do it.
I want a
Easy
real,
now.
legitimate, everything was inspected pre-trip.
Okay,
I
now it's your turn,
inspect
Kenny.
You did not
everything.
inspect everything.
I do.
All right, it is my turn.
Yes, it is your turn.
Do not look over at his card.
I'm not looking at his cards.
Yeah, don't look at my cards, pre-trip cheater.
That's why I'm holding mine over here because he's towering over us.
I'm
and
not
can't
looking
see.
at your guys' cards.
Lies.
He's a cheater. He's already admitted it. His pre-trip says it all. He thinks he can detail what 2 pounds pressure looks like lost on a dial.
What? What did you just say?
Also, apparently Jerry says that we're training to the test.
No, we're
Zeus,
not.
You eat that toy,
Yeah,
and I
apparently
will
from the
beat
people
you
that have
with
come
it.
across her during the test, she says they all look like they've trained specifically for the test.
That's funny because you know what's not on the test is the air filter that we train to, or the water pump that we train to, or the batteries that we train to.
Apparently she doesn't approve of us saying everything we said on this side, we'd say the same on this side. Apparently that's not kosher. She can't mark anything wrong for it because there's
You know-
nothing that
you know
gives her the
why?
power to do it, but apparently that's not kosher.
It's not kosher to tell them that for your test you can say this, but for the practical pre-trip you're going to check each individual tire.
I don't know. When you read the dialogue, as a tester, when you read the dialogue, it says if there's multiple components of the same thing, you only have to mention it once. It says that in dialogue as a
And
tester.
I know, and
but
she
she's
has
against
to,
that.
and she has to read that
To the
them.
testee, yeah.
Every
But for
time.
some reason, she's against that. And
Well-
I'm all for training to standard, but this is our pre-trip training is getting out of hand.
What do you mean?
It just seems like everyone's pulling people in different directions as to what they want the pre-trip to look like.
Well, yeah.
I don't
agree.
even like the handout they're giving us for the pre-trip. That thing's janky.
Well, that's just supposed to help guide. It's a study guide. It's not.
Yeah, but I gotta go through and make a bunch of corrections
can
before I
you
give it to
go
my
or not?
trainee.
Let them make the corrections. That's the point of a study
No,
guide.
I'm making the corrections. It's not a study guide, it's wrong. Also, apparently, and I don't know if this is true, this is just what Jerry told me.
Okay.
Just remember, you guys
The-
are on podcast.
The what
He's
podcast?
already gone on the podcast and blasted people
Uh,
on our company and our at our job.
Apparently, the brake pads come half
Yeah.
an inch thick. That's
Yeah.
how they start. So if we say we're making sure that they're at least half an inch thick, that means that they haven't been used at all.
Ask Joe.
So
But
that's what she said. I don't know, but that's what
But-
she told me. So if
well-
we train them to say at least half an inch of pad remaining, that means it's never been used. It's brand new pad.
Okay.
So as soon as
Also,
it's
is that-
used, it's already immediately below half an inch, and we're trading them out. Is her argument.
Oh, that can be her argument, but what I do when I talk to my trainees about it is I tell them the DOT spec is actually no less than 1/4 of an inch, but we're telling you 1/2 of an inch because it's easier to remember.
That's what I told her too. But if that's what they're starting at, that kind of seems
They can't check them.
ridiculous.
They can't.
Well,
check
they can't check them if there's dust covers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though.
But I mean, still at the same time, if you say it starts at 1/2 an inch, but then say if it goes below that, then we
But
have to trade
does
them
it?
out. We're just immediately like, oh, I did one run with my pads, now I'm trading them out.
the question is, does it?
Say what?
Does it start? Do they start at a half an inch thick?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But to be fair, if that's true, though, we sound pretty dumb.
That's fine. I'm used to sounding dumb.
You heard it here first, folks. Right here on the
Easy,
podcast.
bud.
I don't know. What did you do?
You did
You
it.
clearly tied me to the back of the chair so that I could look foolish in some capacity. Your foolishness is rubbing off on me, which you admitted to on the podcast. Taylor is my witness. Taylor.
What?
Harumph.
Harumph.
No, see, I got a harumph out of that one.
Okay.
I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Okay, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there. No!
Yep.
Ah,
Yep,
I wasn't
that
paying
happened.
attention.
That totally happened.
Ah, bummer stars.
I bet that was my fault too.
Everything's your fault, okay, guy? Just so that we're abundantly clear, I blame you. Can I move that right there?
No.
Nope.
Just to be tongue-in-cheek about it?
Nope.
Is there actually a red 9 under there?
Yes,
Okay.
there is.
You
I
never
put that-
know.
I
You never
put that
know.
there.
I was wondering if you were even doing the right thing. Okay, I think I'm going to be done. Yep, I'm done.
My turn again.
Journey, 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 journey,
Okay.
I
journey,
know I can't.
journey, journey, journey.
It's your go.
You can't do it in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know you're trying to get a rise out of me. Today it's not going to work.
His wife already did that.
Yeah, his blood pressure is already at rise when he's doing his superhuman pre-trip. I've already mathed it out. It's impossible.
You can math it out all you want. You're still wrong.
No, you're wrong because there's no way you're doing several items in 3 seconds.
Yes.
How are you doing several items in 3 seconds? Inspectable items in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
How are you doing that? Go through the engine compartment and complete multiple items in 3 seconds.
Oh no, I'm not doing the engine compartment.
Superhuman speed. I'm telling you, I did the math. It's impossible.
That's fine. You can do the
I can be right.
You're not
factually.
You're not.
I am. You haven't even looked at the math. You haven't tried it out.
That's
You just sit there and like half wing a pre-trip and call it good, and then
I
make
don't-
sure that you at the
I
10-minute
do
mark you hit
not
the
half
OK on
wing
your
a
tablet
pre-trip. I do not
and rig
half
your
wing a-
thing.
Why are you getting upset about this?
I'm not getting upset about it.
I mean, you're the one raising your voice.
I'm raising my voice because you can't hear me with all that stupidity in your ears.
Can you
Hold
go?
on, come here.
I'm not looking at your cards. I'm just giving you.
He's looking at my cards. He's using human kindness to look at my cards. Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Been your turn for 10 minutes.
No, it hasn't been 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've had enough time to go do a pre-trip.
Like a quasi half a pre-trip. You couldn't even do the test in 10 minutes.
What test?
All of 57 inspectable items on the test, even if you didn't have to explain them, you couldn't do that in 10 minutes.
Nah, that's what you think.
I mean, the math tells me so.
Can you go or not?
I will draw so you can get out of my hair. That was a pretty good draw, too.
It's your turn.
I take that back. It was not a very good draw.
Why do you keep on looking over
I think
there?
he's checking time.
Okay.
Also, I don't know what the comments are saying right now.
Are there comments?
No, it's still the last comment is about the banking clan.
Everyone got tired of listening to you and I argue about pre-trips. That's it.
Okay, that's it. Are you done?
Is that mine? No, it
No,
isn't.
it's
Okay.
Dusty's phone.
Oh, I thought it was my car going off.
Hurry up, Taylor. Gosh, it's been 10 minutes.
Right? I just did another pre-trip.
In his dreams.
In his imagination.
He's just trying to make people that have no idea what pre-trip takes sound right.
So what?
Your eyes. You did it again.
I'm looking at hit these cards.
Why are you peeking?
This the sad thing is I still didn't look. Should have. I had full opportunity then and still didn't do it.
I don't think I can play anything still. This sucks, dude. All right. Well, I'm not very good with the sauce this game.
Was it my go?
It's your bill.
It's
Yes.
my go.
Oh, well, that was a quick turnaround. All right.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, I still don't have a whole lot going on here. I think I'll do this, and then I'll move this whole pile right there. And then I will come down with righteous thunder and holy indignation. Holy indigestion. That's smite thee with indigestion. May you have heartburn all the days of your life.
Wasn't there was a passage in the Bible where God punished a people with constipation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass for now. I'm gonna leave that open.
You know,
Taylor. No, it's not you. It's Tony. Tony.
Just gonna leave that open there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that open.
Oh.
You got two cards in your hand. You can't place one of them.
I mean, I can place one. I don't want to. But
I mean, you
You
just
can
gotta,
always just leave it
you
open.
just gotta burn two cards, and then you're good.
I can burn one.
You couldn't put the other one anywhere.
No, I
Dang
can't.
it!
Either one I put down, I couldn't put the other one down.
So you need what, a 5? Are you done, Taylor?
Yes, I'm done.
I don't have a 5 to give you. Yeah, I can't put anything anywhere. This sucks. Drawing. Journey. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to draw 2.
2, or also.
TOO. Are you done?
Yep.
Yep.
You don't say anything. You just draw and then
Yes.
just like stare at
Oh,
someone.
once you draw, your turn is ended.
Your turn's ended. Okay. Is there... Hey, I can put that down. Cool beans. Followed up by this. Tony, do you have a red 5?
Negative.
Dang it. What's going on over here? Dang it! Are you kidding me? The bottom of that
Are
stack
you-
was a black 6.
Are you done?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
So, that there. And
Heck
then
yeah,
I'm
Tony won again. Suck it.
I have that red 5, by the way.
There were so many times I could have like stacked, and I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, there was.
That was Bala. I was super okay with that. You're gonna have to put another quarter in the jar.
I didn't drop it.
Yo, sure.
Did you hear it hit the table? No.
Where's that? Where's the
Shut
quarter
up.
from the last time? Taylor?
Here's the jar.
How am I supposed to pay for our lunches if you don't pay up your dropping equipment charges?
You don't pay for lunches, you pay for dinner.
And even then,
He also pays for lunches. I mean, honestly, if there's
I was
someone
also
that's
the one that paid your salary when we used you as a third party.
Yes, there was. Yes, you did. You did that.
okay, I hate to sound like that guy, but I contributed.
After the fact,
I-
you would see me do it and you'd be like, I gotta do something, I'd feel wrong.
I would hand you the money.
and like not even half of what I paid them.
Yes, it was exactly half.
Sure. I gave 50 to each of them and you didn't give me 50 back.
I gave you $25.
For one person.
I gave them $100, 50 each, and you gave me 25 back. That's not even half of what I gave out. You gave me a quarter. I lost money off of that. Either way, you didn't even pay. You didn't pay half of it. You
You're
paid a
I
investing
mean,
quarter.
I could go back to being third party. I wouldn't complain about that. I got no job.
Go get a job. What are
can't
you doing
afford
without a job?
I can't afford daycare for 1, and 2, there's none taking 2-year-olds at the moment.
Pay yourself. Watch your own child.
Yeah.
I don't know why Tony's not doing that. I mean, it's a pretty genius move right there. So who wants to play another card game?
We're playing Goldfish.
Say what?
No, we're playing Goldfish.
We are going to play a super strategic, highly motivating, very Machiavellian, in the head, almost chess-like game.
Okay.
It's called Go Fish.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm sorry, I was
Are you
watching a video game.
you, that's your own play. You're watching your own replay spaced out.
Sorry.
Yes,
It's
yes,
Robin
he is.
versus Red Hood.
he died.
It's a lore fight.
Mhm.
I did. I lost. I lost horribly. Did I lose at this one? Was I Robin? Yes. No.
Got it backwards.
No. Yeah. Yeah. I lost at this one. I was Robin. I suck at Robin. I can't use that character at all.
I had a running joke with a friend of mine. His name was Connor.
His name is what?
His name is Connor, and he had this game on his tablet where you would pick 3 different DC characters, and you'd fight against a CPU or another online player. But what was cool about it is that each character had their own independent special, and you could switch between the 3 characters in the middle of the fight. So you could have your guy on the left side of the screen fighting against the guy on the right side of the screen, but at any moment you could hit the switch button and another guy would come in. While the guys are in the back, the ones that aren't currently active, their supers would be building. Nightwing had a super that what he would do is he would cancel out or get rid of the super meter of other players that he hit with his super. He didn't do a whole lot of damage, but he'd cancel out their super meter so that their super would disappear. And that was the only reason he was on the team. He wasn't because he was a good character. It wasn't because he was really good with using Nightwing.
It was
It's because
because
he would switch him in, cancel out the other person's super, and then switch it back out and
Because
charge
he
his
would
super.
negate.
And when his negate didn't hit, he would be like, "Dang it, Nightwing! You had one job." And that was the only reason he was
So-
on the scorecard is because we'd use his super
So
to cancel out
we just
supers.
played Kings on a corner, right?
Yeah,
We just played Kings on a corner.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I have a black deck of cards that are they're waterproof, so they're made out of thinner plastic.
Mhm.
The colors are silver and blue, like a darker blue.
'Kay.
So when we were up camping the other weekend, that's the deck my dad brought up to us. So we played Kings on a corner in a dark with somebody who can't see the colors in the dark. And I
She's looking at you, Tony.
no, I was looking at Dusty.
I know who you're looking at. I just wanted to blame it on Tony.
And I still lost.
All right, here's the goldfish pond.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Now it's nice and disastrous. Okay. Tony, do you have an ace?
Negative.
Okay, Tony, you're up.
Taylor. Oh. Wait,
Okay, let
you-
me establish some ground rules real quick before you ask. If you find the thing that matched the card you were just asking for when you draw, your turn continues.
And if you were dealt doubles.
Already, yeah, go ahead and lay them down.
Okay.
If you already have doubles in your hand, go ahead and lay them down.
Alright.
But we're only counting doubles, not triples or quadruples. That way the deck actually makes sense. Because if you lay down a triple, then someone's going to have like 1 card, and it's not going to complete the pile.
So I had double 8s and 5s.
Okay. Now you can ask your question.
Do I need to draw?
Nope.
So just tell my hands out. You have a
You
7?
you draw if
Taylor?
you get the question wrong. Oh, but you got a card, so your turn continues.
Kenny, do you have a 10?
Go fish. And then we now go to Taylor.
Tony.
Unless that's a 10.
That is a 10.
Holy. Okay, so now we do not go to Taylor. What black magic is this?
Taylor, do you have a
What sub 10-minute pre-trip black magic is this? What is happening right now? Draw a card from the pile and ask again. No! No!
No, I won.
You didn't win. We're not going till hand's gone. We have to go till the pile's gone, and then you count the who has the most amount of pairs.
So it's just one card?
Yeah, just 1 card.
Just one card.
Hmm.
Okay. Kenny, do you have a king?
I do not go fish.
Okay.
I swear, if that's a king, and you draw a king,
It's not.
okay.
It's not.
Taylor, please save us from this monstrosity that already has what
Tony, do you
5
have any
pairs?
nines?
What's that?
9.
That's a go fish. It's negative.
But I had that one.
Yeah, but you didn't ask for the 9, so
I
your
know.
turn doesn't continue.
Definitely.
Dang it! I should have asked Taylor for the aces. Tony, do you have? Hey, I have a pair of 6s. How is that staring me in the face and I'm not doing anything about it? Tony,
That's
do you?
how I felt about
Tony, do you have a 4?
That's negative.
Oh, but that's a 4 right there. Tony, do you have a 2?
Negative. Taylor, do you have a 6? Okay.
Okay, if this is a 6, it
Kenny, do you have a
continues.
5?
It's not a 6.
Okay. Do I have a what?
5.
Go fish. Is it a 5?
No.
Tony, do you have a king?
Oh, I do. You must have got one on your
I
draw.
did, I did.
Good job.
I was like, please don't ask me. Please don't ask me. Tony, do you have an ace?
That's a negative.
Okay.
Kenny, do you have a queen?
Go fish.
My luck has ran out.
You're still ahead of me by one whole pair.
Tony, do you have a 5?
Negative.
Taylor,
Hmm?
do you have a 2?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Taylor, do you have an ace?
No.
Do you have a 10, Kenny?
Go fish. Tony, do you have a 10? No, I'm kidding.
Actually, yeah. Tony, do you have a 10?
Oh!
well done.
I hate it when you pick the wrong person.
I had that in my head. I should ask Taylor, but I didn't go with my instincts.
Kenny, do you have a 5?
Go fish. Tony, do you have a 9?
Negative. Go fish. Taylor, do you have a 7?
Nope. Tony, do you have a 4?
No.
Tony, do you have a king?
Ooh, I actually just got one. Good.
I just
call.
picked. You had a bigger hand, so I was like, odds are he's gonna have it more.
Yeah, good call. Also,
Uh,
I asked her earlier, and she said no.
Taylor, do you have a 3?
Kenny, do you have a 7?
Go fish.
Tony, do you have a queen?
I didn't even get a chance to.
Fat strike.
Who did I ask last time if they had a 4? Was it you? Or
I have no idea. I actually have no idea.
Tony, do you have a 5?
No, I don't. No 5s. No 5s for you.
Hey Taylor,
Hmm?
do you have a 5? I'm
Yeah.
so glad she randomly fell on you. Hey Tony, do you have a 3?
No. Kenny, do you have a 9?
I do have a 9.
Taylor, do you have a 6?
Kenny, you have an 8?
Go fish. Taylor, do you have a 7?
Nope.
Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you. I knew it was one of you, and I got a pair anyways, but it's still your turn. Don't do it. Don't you do it. No.
Taylor, do you have an 8? Kenny, do you have a 7?
There it is. Dang it.
You have a 6, Kenny?
Go fish. This is where he runs away with the game because they're getting to the...
do you have a 3?
I do have a 3.
Oh, I got my 6.
He's going to run away from the game. He's going to run away. It always happens when you get to the bottom of the pile, they run away. Draw.
What? How do I draw? What?
Just draw
Just one card.
Just one?
Just one.
Just one card.
You maniac.
Just one card. Taylor, do you have a 4?
I told you, whoever gets to the bottom of the pile first is going to run away with the game.
I should just stay standing here. Kenny, do you have a 3?
You're a freaking jerk.
He's going to run away with the game. It's just how it works. As the pond gets smaller, it's easier to find fish.
Taylor, you got a 3?
I don't have any more cards.
He's not going to get the last pair, though.
I got it.
No, you have to let him draw.
I don't have a
Who's he-
card!
Yeah, but who's he going to ask?
That's true.
There you go.
Okay, Taylor, you're up.
My card. Kenny, do you have a jack?
You're kidding me, right?
For the audience at home that cannot see, Kenny currently has no cards. And she wasted her turn.
Yeah, I did. You
Taylor,
had
do you have a
jack?
jack?
God dang it.
I can't even draw on my turn. How did you mess that up?
I'm the one paying attention to what's in your hand.
I was like, Taylor, you get the last pair. There's nothing Tony can do. And then you threw it back at him. Tony won.
She straight looked at you and said, yeah, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? I just said you get that pair. Like, he has 11 pairs or 12 pairs, so that none of us are beating that.
2, 4, 6.
No, count the pairs,
10,
not
12,
the multiples.
13.
You have 13 pairs?
Let me double check. I don't math well. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Yeah, 13.
Okay. Someone's going to have to shuffle that deck really good because
Are you
there's a
getting
bunch of
hungry
pairs.
yet?
Not really. No. I'm kind of satisfied for today. I had a fat lunch. I'll probably get.
We have 15 minutes left, guys.
And then we could go to the bar together.
That one's passed out, so I might as well.
Who's that one? Oh. I thought you were looking at the dog for a second. You're gonna need to like super shuffle that.
I can't shuffle.
Oh my gosh, come here.
Okay, this better look fancy.
Oh my gosh, he says.
Put your money where your mouth is.
I don't do like any gambling
None of it.
whatsoever. I don't play card games.
What's the point of that barrier if they just jump over it?
It's for the kid.
What's the point of it if they just jump over it? Where is Paisley right now, anyways?
Got her
Why
Mimi.
did you look at me when you asked that question? She's not mine.
Because you're the one that was talking to me.
She's not mine.
I don't care who she is. Maybe you know.
Look at that one. Look at the one that's actually responsible for it.
She's at her grandmother's.
Convenient.
She's gonna drop that mic again.
I'm not seeing magic. I'm seeing standard shuffling going on.
Everyone is listening to her just breathe right now.
Just straight up giggle right into the microphone. It's just going to be like in people's ears. What's happening right now?
I shuffled, so.
So what are we doing?
I was assuming we were doing another
Man,
one of
too bad we don't have
Goldfish.
chips. We could do Texas Hold'em. You know how fun that would be? See who could bluff out the other person?
Then I would most likely lose at that one.
I don't actually.
I
choose
love
it.
Texas Hold'em. There was one time I
Hold
won
on, I
2
might
rounds in a
actually-
row, and I was just telling the
Wait.
truth. I even said, I'm telling to tell the truth. I out loud, I was like, I'm going to tell the truth. Everything I say is absolutely honest. And I did that for 2 whole rounds. I did nothing but the truth, and I won.
No, I don't have any chips.
And I was like, how do you guys not believe this? I'm telling you the truth. I was like egging them on, dude. I was like, I'm telling you the truth. Why is this happening right now? They kept thinking I was bluffing. I was like, I'm telling the honest to God truth. I have a 2 to 7. This is bad. Typically, you don't deal out 7 cards in Texas Hold'em.
I don't have any chips.
Oh, we can bet money.
Nope.
I don't have any cash.
Oh, you got the boke.
You know, if you do
Bummer,
that and
dude.
somebody hits you in the forehead, your eyes will likely get stuck like that for a couple minutes.
Excuse me, what?
He was crossing his eyeballs to look at his mic, and if he gets hit in the if you're somebody who's cross-eyed and you hit them in the forehead, it'll
If their eyes are
Their-
already crossed,
their
then
eyes
what's the
will
point?
their eyes will stay
Well,
crossed.
cross
for a
harder?
No, their eyes will stay crossed for.
You
about
said
a
if you hit
minute.
someone that's cross-eyed in the
No.
head.
If they're crossing their eyes and then they get hit in the head, their eyes will get stuck. Is what she's trying to say.
Yeah. No, it's not.
You're a myth.
You
said
hit
that.
you hit LeBron in the forehead.
But
You
how
watch her
about
eyes will
this?
cross for like a minute
This
without
house is
her being
haunted.
crossed before.
I'm pretty sure there's a short blonde ghost somewhere in here.
And silence.
I'm not gonna lie, hearing the football game that's going down.
Is that what
down,
that is?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
football. It's a football game down at the Roundup
Okay,
grounds.
I was like,
Pendle-
someone's got, like, an
Pendleton
AC
plays all
going?
even though they have a football field, a brand new football field that they put in while I was still in school. They still use the Roundup grounds for a football field.
because why not? It's amazing. Wouldn't you want that hype? I want that level of hype.
I do. I actually miss it. As I was sitting here listening to it, I miss cheering in the Roundup Ground Stadium. I missed a lot.
I don't like football, nor do I care to cheer on in the stands. But if I was that kind of person,
No,
I
not
would like
like
the
in
Roundup
the
grounds.
stands, like just where I was cheerleader. I actually got to just stand
Oh.
there and be
Oh,
entertained.
nerd,
I
you did dance.
I actually
Something
liked-
I've never done.
actually liked
Somewhere is a
playing football.
video of my fall preview of my first year cheering. Boy, did it look bad. It looked really bad.
I should show you guys my dance videos, especially jump jive. I love jump jive.
I don't do the dance thing. I did, however, play football. I wish I would have played for Pendleton, but it's a pay to play, and we didn't have the money. So
The ladies love a man who can
Not
dance.
gonna lie, I got real tired of Jerome. Jerome, I wanted to punch.
So were you a thrower, a base, or
I was a base.
you were a base? You were really short for a base.
I'm also too heavy to be a flyer.
Not same.
Our flyers were usually the taller, skinny girls.
There's only one girl I ever danced with that was able to
I
throw me,
based on my own. I did a
and that's an out of body experience when you're the dude and you're the one being thrown. Like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I used to do this. I used to do this single base stunts. That was my job. Is I was a base, so I did the throwing in the
I
air.
absolutely will not let
I
a
broke
woman
my
lead.
nose so many times
but
being a
I
base.
don't mind being thrown from time to time.
I broke my nose so many times being a base because that is the one thing that is drilled into you. Do not let your flyer hit the ground. So I used to literally dive under my flyer.
I do like tosses and pickups in swing dance. Doing holds and whatnot are some of the funnest things ever. I think the most complicated thing I ever did was I don't remember the name of it, but I'm going to try to the best of my ability without confusing you describe this maneuver. So what it is I will roll out my partner in a normal thing, so I'll throw my hand, she will roll out to the end of my reach, and then we'll both be hands outstretched lengthwise, and then I'll bring her back in, but as she rolls back in, I'm going to pick her up in like a cradle hold, and what's going to happen is she's going to swing her leg closest to me down around the other side of me,
Oh, I know,
and then
I
I'm
know,
going to
I
extend
know,
my
I know
arm.
what you're talking
She's going to grab around my arm, and then I'm going to lower her to where her head is the closest thing to the ground, and I'm going to spin in her direction. And then when she needs to dismount, she lets go, and she rolls off my hand, and she does like a little tumble, still holding on to me, so I have to twist my wrist while I go with her,
Yeah.
and she'll come out like this on the ground, and it's freaking awesome.
I know what you're talking about. I love stunting. Was my favorite part. I got to the point where I could do the single base stunts, and so I'd be able to put a girl up there. It was a lot of fun. Basket tosses were a lot of fun. Our flyers flipping flew when we did baskets. Because they stand on your wrist. You interlock your wrist like this, and you're holding on to other people, right? And then you literally...
Hold on. Put yours out, and then I'll do the other side, because it's something like this.
Yeah. So they're standing...
And then they
on
have to
your
put their
hand.
feet right there.
Yeah.
And this is why you have carpal tunnel when you get older.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then you're up, down. You
Admittedly, the audience would benefit from seeing this right
That,
now.
that's what I'm.
with everything that you have.
You just go, yeah! And then you're like, that's really cool, and you forget to catch them, and you go, oh, that was me.
I was like, my bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
One of the instances that we did a stunt, and she lost her balance and fell backwards, and I went up dove behind her to catch her.
And you spiked her into the ground.
No, her
How
butt
funny that
landed on
would
my
be.
face and broke my nose. The rest of the team audibly heard my nose break.
Crunch. You know how funny that'd be if someone like falls from a lift and you're like, no, and someone just comes out of left field and just spikes that person into the ground. They're gonna catch her. Boom! Not today. Football dance. Incomplete pass.
I wish I would have done gymnastics as a kid.
I wish too, actually.
I really do.
Gymnastics would have benefited me so much if I'd done that as a kid. I had the energy, and I would have
So
all the
did I.
calisthenics for it as an adult.
I wish I would have done it.
Gymnastics would have been amazing. My brother tried it out when he was really young. He hasn't continued it because he's in the FFA, but I wish he would have stayed because gymnastics does your body so good.
I did FFA. FFA was a lot of fun. I did my creed speech. The only black, because you have to recommend, uniform is black
And you were the
shoes.
only black kid?
Yes. No. So.
I wasn't sure where you were going
You're
with
gonna
that.
confuse our audience so much.
They think I'm a black
Well, there's
Mexican.
not black Mexicans out there?
That's not a question for me.
We all looked at each other.
I mean,
We both looked at her.
technically.
we looked at her to confirm.
So.
This is not something I can surmise on my own. Are you in fact black?
Come by my house tomorrow, and then you can have the answer to that question.
Is there
grandpa-
going to be an adult there?
Yeah,
oh,
my
okay.
my grandpa will be here tomorrow.
Okay.
So.
Is he an adult?
Yes, he's an adult.
Okay. I'm not going to stumble into something I don't want to be a part of, am I?
No, they're not. No, uniform for FFA is you had to have a white button-up shirt, your tie, your jacket. For girls, it was a black skirt, black tights, and black shoes. The only black shoes I had when I did my creed speech, which takes about 30 minutes to do, was heels. I did my entire creed speech walking along a platform stage in heels, and oh my gosh, did my feet hurt afterwards. I'd only worn them once. And they weren't like, this. They were like my prom shoes.
Mm.
And it
That's the only way they could see her above the podium.
That was violent, Shorty.
Quarter, she hit the mic.
You owe the jar a lot of quarters because you keep harming our equipment. What's going on there, short one?
Everything.
It's not big enough to contain all
Things
this
keep
rage.
breaking.
She's shaking like a chihuahua. My
No, I miss
goodness.
FFA. I miss FFA a lot. Used to have a pair of FFA boots. They were black boots, and at the top of them, they were the blue FFA. No, did I actually break it?
Yeah, it's not registering me.
Oh no!
Way to go, Taylor. What do I pay you for?
You don't.
Because I don't get
okay, there
results.
goes. I got it.
I pay you based off of results, and so far
I fixed it.
So,
But
I-
you did. You knocked it loose. You somehow.
I miss FFA. I do. I miss
It's gonna
showing.
be 82 in Pendleton tomorrow.
Gross.
Can you
I
believe
was
that?
the only one in Union County in the last
82.
Yeah, it says 82 on my
in
phone.
the last like they'd never seen it before. I had a llama in FFA.
Did you sell it?
No.
Then what'd you do with it?
My mom sold him after I moved out.
So
What
you
a-
just showed it?
He was mine. I bought him at an auction yard for $5.
$5?
$5 for a llama.
That's cheap.
He was only 6, and they live till they're 35.
I tried going to my brother's auction for his goat, or actually he had a sheep at the time, and I was like, hey, that'll be funny. I'll go and try and buy a sheep. Shouldn't be that bad. Turns out those auctions go off the rails fast.
Oh yeah.
It's not for normal people. It's for businesses
Yeah.
to get tax write-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was in there trying to compete with businesses. I was like, I don't think I'm going to win today.
My first year that I did market I was 9, and it was just started 4-H, and I had a market lamb.
Sweet Imperial Jesus.
And his name was Levi. When I got him, is the name I gave him. But where I was keeping him, my stepdad's brother at the time had a son named Levi who died, so I had to change his name. So he became Kramer,
You didn't just want to yell out
Like-
Levi as loud as you could.
like John Kramer is what I named him after when I had to change
Come
his
here,
name.
Levi. Levi, where have you been this whole time? I was worried sick about you. You need to come home.
Yeah, I named my lamb after Saul.
After Saul.
At 9 years old, I had a lamb
Doo-doo.
named John Kramer.
Do.
So my first year, it was so hard. Like it's what sucked about it was I'd grown so attached to this stupid sheep that I was crying in the ring while he was still being sold. And by the time he was gone, he had this spot on his nose. He was like the only one there that had like this particular spot on his nose that was white.
Mm-hmm.
And just as a coincidence, I was cleaning out my stall and they were loading up the lambs to take to butcher.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in Enterprise because it was in Malawi County. The dump pile for the shavings was right there where they were loading up. And just as a coincidence, just as a thing, me still crying was, I called his name just to see, and he immediately stuck his head out. And I was like, oh, now I feel even worse, and I just cried the entire time. And then after that, it got easier. It got up to the fact that the last year that I did 4-H and FFA, I put in, 18 projects.
Wow, it sounds like you had nothing better to do.
I spent, that was my life. That year I had 3 breeding ewes, and one of them was, what did she weigh? And she weighed
Was this in
210.
Pendleton?
No, the last year I did it in LeGrand.
Oh,
My biggest breeding ewe.
only nerds live there.
She was 210 pounds. If she would have been market, she would have been overweight.
Maybe you would have got some good money off of her, though. Because I
So-
think in the last one with my brother, the sheep were selling at $30 a pound.
Yeah, I
think is what it was.
my highest bid was.
I might be horribly wrong by
I
saying
think my
that.
highest one was $34.50, I think. So, but I had 3 breeding ewes. This ewe, me standing because I'm no taller than I was then. Her back was right here.
She stopped growing.
You're right, I did. I stopped growing. Her back was right here, and one of the girls I was really good friends with, that I'm actually still friends with, she thought it would be a great idea to
Ride it.
Yeah. She broke her tailbone.
Oh dear.
That lamb shot out from under her,
Can
and
you hear that, Tony?
she broke her tailbone.
Don't ride. Was it goats or
It
sheep?
was a sheep.
Don't ride sheep.
I've ridden a sheep.
It's called mutton busting.
That.
That's
Poor sheep.
It's an actual thing.
I was not always fat.
It isn't.
This has happened
I have a
after I
picture to
broke my
prove that
back.
he was not always fat. He was skinny when he was married to Ashley. I have a picture to prove it. He sent me the picture. I saved it
Why did you save it?
because I wanted to make sure that there was proof.
Yeah, I was skinny once. This happened after I got my back broken.
So, but I had 3 ewes. I had 1 market. I had 2 dairy cows. The llama. I think I put in 4 chickens that year. 2 rabbits. On top of all the miscellaneous other things that I did, such as, table decorating, stuff like that. I put in crochet projects. I put in baking projects. All that stuff.
Thank you for joining us in another episode of Off the Rails Podcast. I've been your host, Kenny.
Just
And
cut
I'm
her
joined
off.
today by-
Just totally cut her off.
Okay, not gonna
mid-sentence.
lie, I completely didn't even read what you wrote. I was reading what was above it,
Oh.
what somebody had actually
No.
sent you.
Yeah, she's
Oh dear.
just totally cut her off right in the middle of her story. Everything.
I do like the punctuality of it. Do save your. I didn't
Yeah.
know that you had FFA stories. We've been doing this
Yeah.
podcast for I don't know how many months, and
Yeah,
you've never
I've got a lot of FFA stories.
unlocked these
I've got a lot of
stories
those stories from when I
until
was a kid.
like the dying hour of this podcast. Now you know what you can talk about,
Oh, yeah, now I
and
got
you don't have
something
to
to
show
talk
up with nothing.
I think we've been doing this for like a year now.
We have.
So I gotta make sure that that message isn't sent.
That you don't actually need to send that to somebody. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining us on another episode of Off the Rails Podcast. When we come back, probably next week, Taylor can talk more about her FFA stuff.
What a nerd.
I am
I was in
Tony. I
theater,
was the
too.
guy that was surprisingly not having to push all the buttons today. And
Also a nerd.
joined with me is
I already did my part. You're just really late on yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one.
I am Taylor, and I apparently have a whole bunch to talk about now.
You're never allowed to go before me.
So anyway, thank you guys. You, if you haven't already, know most of our platforms. So as
Yeah,
always,
go to the social medias, the internet, and as always, it's
you're moving.